And their opponents, what more is to say about them? They are the reigning major champions, but they're not the champions here. In fact, you could argue the biggest loss they've had in the past 12 months was here on this stage. By their own high standards, have they been brilliant so far? No, not really. But maybe it takes 20,000 people, the biggest stage around, when the stakes are through the roof, for them to turn up. So everyone in here, please welcome.
आयुष नहीं है क्या? आयुष को भी बुला लेते यार.
Vitality!
आयुष को मैसेज करना पड़ेगा. और एचडी करूं कि चलेगा ये?
क्या?
ये मेरा वाला पॉज करेगी.
वो हिंदी को भी बुला ले.
हिंदी आएगा शायद. एरो साउंड नहीं आ रहा है. एक बार वो है ना, तेरा आ रहा है, वीडियो का नहीं आ रहा है. उसको क्लिक करके है ना नीचे स्ट्रीम में तेरे स्ट्रीम ऑडियो भी है एक, वो भी कर सकता है. अरे मां चुदी पर ये.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Really, nigga?
ये क्या आवाज आ रही है? वो स्ट्रीम को क्लिक करके है ना, वहाँ पे एक वो होगा स्ट्रीम ऑडियो बोल के, उसको भी शेयर करना. ठीक है, हम लोग साउंड के मतलब यहाँ सिचुएशन के हिसाब से वो बजा लेंगे. वो कर लेना. एरो एरो स्ट्रीम ऑडियो भी ऑन करना. ऑडियो नहीं आ रहा है स्ट्रीम का, मतलब तेरा आ रहा है, ये वीडियो का नहीं आ रहा है. वीडियो का नहीं आ रहा, कहाँ से करना है? वो नीचे जो एरो जैसे दो नाम दिखा रहा है ना, एक जहाँ स्ट्रीम में, उसको क्लिक कर, राइट क्लिक, स्ट्रीम ऑडियो बोल के. स्ट्रीम ऑडियो, स्ट्रीम शेयरिंग. जैसे मेरा स्ट्रीम है, हाँ, जैसे श्योर स्ट्रीम ऑडियो बोल के है ना, उसको राइट कर दे. हुआ? हाँ, कहाँ बता रहा था? राइट क्लिक ऑन योर स्ट्रीम. वहाँ श्योर स्ट्रीम ऑडियो बोल के. नहीं, अपनी स्ट्रीम में, मतलब फेस वाले में नहीं, ये वीडियो वाले पे.
The last time Nico and Carrigan were at the major quarterfinal, they faced the then greatest team of all time. Well, now they're back and they're facing what will probably the greatest team of all time by the time they're done. But every game is another opportunity, Freya, another opportunity to prove your case.
जैसे देख, मैं वीडियो चला रहा हूँ, आ रहा है साउंड.
इसमें तो आउट न होला यार.
यहाँ छ त श्योर स्ट्रीम ऑडियो भनेर आउनु पर्ने हो त. मैले चलाएको ऑडियो आ छैन.
in contention, maybe the GOAT of Counter-Strike, maybe the world's best player. We can have that discussion. On the other side, you have Modesty, you have this upcoming talent, Q Suka. You have so much individual skill that regardless of how the game is going to pan out, whether it's going to be a beautiful game of Counter-Strike, a messy game of Counter-Strike, those individuals will find a way to express themselves on the biggest stage. And for that, I'm always a fan of. Counter-Strike is fun when the individuals are great.
You can't deny the hunger that Vitality is coming in through here. Rob said it beautifully. The Cologne trophy is the only one he didn't lift more than once. So obviously this is going to be haunting him and probably Falcons throughout this best of three.
I can feel this tension building. Who is the pressure on more in this matchup, Janko?
Has to be Vitality. They have everything on the line here. Falcons, you heard it from Carrigan, only 60% ready for the tournament. He's only been there for 2 months, so they're playing with house money at this point.
Without a doubt, Vitality, they're fighting to make their legacy even greater. Whereas for Falcons, they can ride off a loss right here by saying that they're only at 60, 70% and need a bit more time. But trust me, Falcons are in here to win it. They're not going to let down. They're not going to be okay with losing to Vitality. They'll give them a fight.
Obviously, this is Vitality game to lose, but at the same time, we've seen the best game of Counter-Strike before, so let's get another one.
A title which has taunted Nico, whereas for this Vitality roster, they are ready to line up the triples. Service is in session inside the Cathedral for Vitality versus Falcons.
These
हमारी आवाज आ रही है,
individuals have
स्ट्रीम
climbed
पे आ
to
रही
the
है?
top of the
नहीं,
Counter-Strike
स्ट्रीम की आवाज
leaderboard,
नहीं आ रही।
but some still have dreams
स्ट्रीम
to
की
आवाज
आवाज
नहीं आ रही।
नहीं।
इसके लिए क्या करना
Nico
पड़ेगा?
reuniting with Carrigan,
ऐसा करते हैं ना,
chasing his first major
सिर्फ
title.
वीडियो पे ही देखते हैं ना, मतलब अपना ही देखते हैं डिस्कॉर्ड में
Discord
ट्रांसफर के बाद।
Vitality
ये
looking to
देख
turn
सकते हैं,
an
वैसे
era
मजा आएगा,
into
बट
an
इसमें
eon.
बता दे कते तू एक बार तेरे में चेक करके मैं बता। मेरी पे ऐप नहीं है, मैं ब्राउजर में हूँ।
They
हाँ,
can come
browser
for
में।
clutches that are barely believable. Give us
रुक जा मेरी।
moments we will never forget. They
Stream
are
हुआ
some of
मेरा?
the greatest players who have ever played this game. And we have been
मेरा वीडियो
blessed
चल रहा है
with
क्या?
this quarterfinal on Counter-Strike's holiest site.
हाँ अभी हुआ।
The world's
वीडियो
largest
स्टार्ट हुआ?
आवाज आ रही है,
contest on the
हाँ आवाज आ
Access
रही है, आवाज आ
Arena.
रही है।
आवाज आ रही है ना?
May this be a match worthy of this cathedral.
कौन जीतेगा भाई?
देख, मेरे को तो लगता है वाइटैलिटी जीतेगा, पर मैं मोनिसी को, मैं सीएस देखना चालू किया मोनिसी की वजह से। सीएस देखना चालू किया मोनिसी की वजह से, इसलिए मैं फैल्कन्स को सपोर्ट करता हूँ। पहले मैं G2 को सपोर्ट करता था।
जीतेगा तो वही वाइटैलिटी।
वाइटैलिटी इज मेन।
चांसेस थोड़ा कम है।
हाँ, फैल्कन्स का चांस कम है जीतने का, वाइटैलिटी का ज़्यादा। इसीलिए 1x बेट पे अपना ये 3.4% फैल्कन्स का दे रहा है, मतलब इनटू 3 टाइम्स, जैसे 1000 का 3400 देगा, और वाइटैलिटी पे सर लगाओ तो 1000 का 1400 देगा बस। रिक्स ले रहे हो तो फायदा, पर हम तो नहीं लगाते। क्यों बोला हम लाइव ही थी।
एचपी नहीं आ रहा है।
Apex trying to tie up with Dupree and get his fifth. Nico, all the pressure every time we come into a major. Is this the one he finally wins?
ऐसे नहीं आ रहा है।
It's absolutely crazy what we've got inside the server.
इनका यार क्या बोलते हैं, फैल्कन्स पे चेसेस अच्छा खेलता है ना।
फैल्कन्स है ना, पूरा सीजन अच्छा खेलता है, लास्ट में सेमीफाइनल फाइनल में जाके हार देता है। ये CS2 का RCB है।
इसका लिंक देना मैं फ्रैंक को भेजता हूँ मैं।
फ्रैंक को वो लिंक ठीक है, रुक मैं अभी पेस्ट करता हूँ।
Constantly setting goals. When we don't believe there's another one they can strive for, another one they can reach towards, Apex comes up with something. And it's all about now leaving no doubt in anyone's mind that this is the best team of all time. The greatest team of all time in Counter-Strike.
Copy paste.
In the last series, we were talking about the coaches as well, Jason. In fact, that we've got Sonic and X-Towns as well. Go that coach conversation.
ओए भाई दिखा।
In the hat. We'll see how this one goes down. As finally, we are ready to get into the
ये वाली टीम को तो मैं जानता हूँ, ये बंदे को जानता हूँ तो लास्ट में।
जो सुखे को?
वो लास्ट में मोटू बैठा है ना वो।
And we're starting out with Falcons on that CT
Carrigan.
side. Vitality going to be attacking into this is Falcons map pick.
Carrigan.
Some success in stage
कैरिगन मोटू तो कैरिगन है, दूसरा तो कोई नहीं।
ये वाला
ये कैरिगन है।
Carrigan's going to get an early peek towards the B bomb site. Little bit of information spotted. Zyroo in flames outside of that B bomb site. And Carrigan's going to delay them, make it a little bit disjointed.
ये सब अपना ही जैसा तो होता होगा है, क्योंकि देख हम लोग को जितना आता है, हम लोग का एनिमी भी उसी हिसाब से आता है, तो इन लोगों के वो भी बराबर हो गया ना।
हाँ भाई, ये लोग 30,000 रैंक डोमिनेट करते हैं बेंचो, अपने से यहाँ 5,000 नहीं हो रहा।
तो पर जैसे हम लोग का जो एनिमी आते हैं वो भी तो सेम हमारे ही उसके आते हैं ना, स्किल लेवल पे।
ये कह रहा है कि कोई मैच नहीं equal level नहीं है।
getting the shot inside of this B bomb site. They've got Tetris and Kyosuke having to come in clutch immediately here for the Falcons. Trying to get back into this retake. But Kyosuke, welcome to the stage, young man. That's a 4K in the cathedral.
And he just shrugs it off. Look at him. Another day in the office. He's got Carrigan next to him, who's here to activate this young star for Falcons. And what a sequence of events. What a way to kick off this quarterfinal.
And one of the big things you're going to be thinking about for the Falcons as well coming into this game is...
It was at this moment that he knew
We know how much
he
skill
fucked
he's got,
up.
but is the pressure going to break him? Is it going to crack him? What a start for him to cool the nerves.
Well, superstars come in all shapes and sizes, and ever since Carrigan joined this team, Kyosuke's been on that upward trajectory. Sharing the bomb site with Carrigan here on Anubis and delivers a stunning pistol round.
Vitality buying back immediately. Khalil for Rops, Tech9's on the rest.
Nico not looking to commit
Zayu
whatsoever.
मारेगा
Just wants to see a
देख
body.
Zayu मारेगा
Just
Nico
wants to see the
को
presence.
जायू मारेगा, जायू तो है ही नहीं तो मारेगा
Back
क्या?
off and give up
अरे उधर है
space.
ना
Monacy and Tessis to defend the A-bomb site. Nico slides over.
क्यों लाइव स्लो चल रहा है क्या मेरा?
Kerrigan at the B-bomb site. And Vitality yet to make their first play. Apex has utility lined up to start activating Ruffs. And looking towards a split into that heavily defended A site.
Says moving up through main. Smoke is still up. Robs on the other side.
Bro.
Smoke starts to rain in on Vitality in towards this A side. Cameron Heaven going to be smoked. Testes starting to move forward. Solo fighting towards Robs. Will drop some utility. But here come Vitality. Right through Cameron. Right towards Monacy. And it's Nico and Monacy shutting down the play. Vitality can't get through his first fight.
Yeah, so well prepared. Really well done from Tessis as well. Pushed up behind the smoke, drops a Molotov, makes this very disjointed. Rups and Apex stalled out, unable to be involved. And now it's a matter of an easy mop-up. Only Rups remains against 5, and Falcons are going to get started 2 in a row on the right foot.
10 seconds here. Robs doesn't want to have $150. He has to hold on to this Galil, make sure no one finds him. Good start here from the Falcons.
I mean, a lovely start. This is exactly what you dream of. You have your superstar, one of your superstars, your young one, popping off in the pistol round. Now in this second round, you handle it with ease. No problems, no issue, not dropping anyone or having to rebuy any weapons. All 5 defenders survive.
Ahead of this quarterfinal, Nico was asked, you know, you look at Kerrigan and you see how he's underperforming inside of the server. But is that a problem for you guys? He said, no, we notice it. We definitely take it on board. We think it's going to get better. But we brought him in to activate the other parts of the team, to get Kiyosuke online, to teach him and get him to this level. And he's been so good in the playoffs recently and back-to-back events now for Falcons. Monacy stepping out and catching Zywoo early on.
I like it. Get a little bit aggressive, get a little bit in their face and around where you have such overwhelming advantage in weaponry. So putting Vitality on notice that you're going to be more than happy to disrupt what they want to do. Rops peeking into the bomb site. Defensive smoke from Kerrigan is going to block him off, and Rops will have to look elsewhere.
जायू सोच रहा होगा.
Really good job from Falcons using utility to slow down this map, slow down the pacing, the tempo that Vitality want to operate with. A little bit of utility for this T side, 3 versus 5. Again, at this point,
Falcons कब से Anubis खेलने लगा था वो? Instant लेता था हमेशा ये लोग.
Away from Falcons start to dent this economy that would be building up. Nico mentioned coming into this playoff series after beating Na'Vi on this map, the comeback that Kerrigan referenced from 6 to 11. So happy that it paid off, picking Anubis into that. They practiced it, they worked on it, but the officials are different. The high pressure matches are different. And that win over Na'Vi gave them some confidence here on Anubis. As well as the 13-4 drubbing Vitality took against Foot back in stage 3.
Tessa is peeking out from Heaven. Vitality trying to move through. What can Robs really do with this Galil? You know Tessis is at Heaven, but he hasn't given up his position. Now he will. Robs goes in. Nico having to step out. Here's the flank from Kiyosuke, and just flames. The Falcons do recover it.
चलो पैसे मिल जाएंगे
इन लोगों को for a couple of seconds. Couple of kills from Robs. A bomb plant. Vitality gets some extra
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Yeah, Robs will do that you from time to time. Some beautiful shooting of Robs for that double kill. We're going to be very pleased. 2 kills and a bomb plant for Vitality. And you're dead on. The AK-47s come out. Zywoo going to be on an AK as well. Op not in the field.
Arrow एक ही नहीं है क्या? Arrow?
Except for Monacy. Falcons bring it out on the CT side. He snatches one right at the end of freeze time. We're going to go live into round 4.
दिखाई रहा था कनेक्टर तो बोला सही.
And see what Vitality's game plan
ये
looks
प्रोफाइल
like.
पिक्चर करने में लगा हुआ है. गेम को एंजॉय नहीं कर रहा है.
Can Vitality start shaking up the cobwebs that we saw on stage 3?
क्या?
मेरा गेम नहीं आ रहा है. दिख नहीं रहा लाइव.
Very simple.
अब दिखा?
Looking like they want to attack into Kerrigan and Kiyosuke.
तू जब कुछ बोल रहा है या चैट पे मैसेज कर रहा है चला जा
Initially a slow progression as Rops just hangs out outside of the A-bomb.
तेरे यहाँ का स्क्रीन ज़्यादा स्पीड में आ रहा है. कुछ मैंने मशीन पे यूट्यूब पे लगा के तब भी 3 सेकंड का डिले है.
3 सेकंड का डिले.
Tess applies pressure to Rocks. Vitality, the call to go is in. Zywo getting the first, Mezzi on the second, but Nico's ready to bring this ball side.
Oh, mistake निकली हो गई.
Nico, Mezzi in flames, cast aside. And the grenade disrupts the smoke. Apex moves in. He hasn't been spotted. Apex, up he goes, down he goes. Tesses comes charging in, and Rops is being watched for. Monacy's got him as well. The first gun round falls in favor of Falcons, and they dominate the information flow.
Yeah, they really do. No stress, and you're exactly right. The aggressive push in towards Canals. Rops was the only player playing over towards Rocks to spot that out, to do anything about it. Falcons put together this entire map. They knew exactly what was coming, what was happening. Still a decent enough execute, but Nico, as he's been doing all tournament long, showing up at the perfect moment. So fast moving around the map to make sure he's always at the point of attack.
Vitality relentless with these purchases.
मेरे Falcons का हमेशा का ऐसा ही है, ऐसा मस्त ऐसा खेलता है कि चले इनसे अच्छा कोई नहीं, और हारने के टाइम पे ऐसा हारते हैं कि इनसे बुरा कोई नहीं है.
They're doing it all from the CT side. Monacy with an opening kill, and now a 4v5 to convert. And the rifle is in the hands of Apex, who's following up flames towards.
नहीं टीम फॉर्म में आ गई है. देखिए अब रोटेट होगा देखना पूरा.
क्या हुआ?
ओपी कमबैक होगा अभी कमबैक होगा.
वाइटैलिटी का तो ऑफ कोर्स होगा.
बिलीव मत थोड़ी देर में होगा. यार जब टीम बहुत सारी राउंड जीतते हैं ना फिर कमबैक होता है सामने आने.
ये राउंड तो भाई पॉसिबल नहीं है. ये राउंड तो गया. इको राउंड है नेक्स्ट राउंड.
पर बोल नहीं सकते भाई इको राउंड भी कब गया कैसे चेंज हो जाए.
It's the long path towards Rops.
You gotta love this look.
Clutch कर सकता है लेकिन ये जाएगा नहीं
Vitality on the back foot. They're not shying away from any kind of fight. They're not scared of swinging into anything. The communication is flowing. You can just tell by the way they move around the map. And Rops once again left it in an impossible scenario. And his only option is to save this AK-47.
अरे यार कौन सा लाइनअप है भाई ये.
We heard in those pre-game check-ins from both players, right? They were talking about the fact that they had to wait so long coming into this game, right? They were in the hallways behind the stage playing football, trying to warm up. As that game with Spirit and G2 just continued to burn on, and that is going to create sort of stagnation as you sit there on side. But right now with Falcons, they're becoming way hotter.
Yeah, they gotta love it. 61 days since Kerrigan joined this roster, not a whole lot of time. But you bring someone in with Kerrigan's experience, the way he likes to call and play on the stage, what he's got, and he's already boosted their level.
We thought there was no Kerrigan for the first time.
देख मैंने बोला था भाई, मैंने बोला था कुछ इको फिको नहीं है भाई, ये इको कम.
And that means there's a chance for some more major magic.
Well, this timeout from Vitality is all about slowing down the pacing, not getting picked off. Apex hasn't had a whole lot of rounds to play with where he's had his entire team alive, where he's been able to have a full playbook that he can dive into. It's been a really rough opening. Monacy peeking in towards Canals, grabbing Zywo. Really, really tough loss to take early on. And Vitality need to settle that down, find an opening on this map. Let's see what Apex can bring to the table. Round 6.
Vitality pulled themselves together. 2 Tech-9s still in play. 3 AK-47s for Vitality. Going for a boost here. Monacy on top of Nico's head. Don't spot anybody just yet from Vitality. They're crossing under the wall.
This is a much more straightforward call from Vitality from Apex. He doesn't want them messing around with defaults and getting picked off. This is much more.
We fucked him off completely. XQYG नाम भी अजीब है साला उसका.
The trade from Zywo. Kerrigan's got the org. He's trying to buy time and utility because he desperately needs teammates.
बुला.
Third Molotov as well. This hit can never get started.
Slowing it right down for Vitality. This is meant to be a quicker call. Kerrigan's dead, but in his stead, you've got Nico, you've got Monacy, but they're dropping as Vitality finally breaking through.
Finally.
The covering fire through the smoke from
पहला राउंड आने वाला है.
अरे तेरा स्लो चल रहा है क्या? यहाँ पहला राउंड कब का हो गया?
But while Main is smoked off, they still can't find a way to desk.
ए कब का हो गया? दूसरा राउंड चल रहा है ये.
इसमें ना जल्दी चल रहा है. ये किसमें किया है? स्ट्रीम का है क्या?
जो ये स्ट्रीम में देख रहा हूँ उसमें तो ये लाइव है ये पूरा.
अच्छा मेरा थोड़ा
तिम्रो बा कति छ 5 1 भएर पनि 1 मिनेट 19 सेकेन्ड 18 सेकेन्ड 17 सेकेन्ड चल्ला
मेरा 25 चल रहा है भाई इधर 20 22 हुआ 20 हुआ
अरे यहाँ पे 10 सेकेंड हो रहा है 9 सेकेंड 8 सेकेंड 1 मिनट 5
चलो
सेकेंड
हो गया
कैरिगन के हाथ में स्मोक है क्या अभी फेंका खुल गया मौली आया अरे इधर भी आया देख कैरिगन का गांड फटा देख फट गया
कैसे मारेगा देख कैसे मारेगा
And an impossible retake.
एक को तो ले मेसी को लेगा
You
ये
can see there's no chance. So Monesi's off saving, and Tessa is trying to back
Yeah.
away. So that'll be a second run for Vitality, really leaning on this
Yeah.
deep bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, it
Team
makes
final
perfect
में ना
sense.
अभी
The struggles of Kerrigan well documented.
क्या बोल रहे हैं यार आवाज
And they
क्लियर
bring
नहीं
so
टीम
much
टीम
in
टीम
different
स्पिरिट
areas of the
फाइनल में
game.
ना
Certainly
हाँ,
they're
नहीं,
gonna
नहीं,
be
नहीं,
tested
semi-final.
each and every time.
और कौन
Each and
और
every
किसके साथ
map
आएगा
of the
मैच
scene.
यूरिया के साथ
अब ये
To the task.
अरे
अब ये दोनों में से जो जीतेगा उसके
This
साथ
time
खेलेगा
Nico's
स्पिरिट
they split
अरे
between
हाँ।
Gon and then the bomb site.
और उधर ऑरोरा और फ्यूरिया है
And with Nico
फ्यूरिया
dropped
जीतेगा
earlier,
भाई
there
उस
were no
ब्रैकेट में
reinforcements arriving.
तो तुम
बोल नहीं सकते भाई ऑरोरा भी बहुत सस्ता है
स्पिरिट आना
अरोरा भी
चाहिए
अरोरा भी खेलता है अच्छा
Seamless out of the timeout.
पहले इटरनल फायर था ना उसका नाम
2 in a row, marching to back-to-back round wins, but still money on the
ओहो
Falcons
क्या हिला
side.
रही है देख तो
And a timeout
बढ़िया है
called
भाई।
there first.
क्या बढ़िया लड़की या सामान
बढ़िया
Stop
नहीं
this from getting worse
बुढ़िया
and
है
unraveling
बोला
out of
मिल्फ मिल्फ
control.
ओ बुढ़िया
We'll see how Kerrigan and Kiyosuke play it, but you can tell the philosophy. You can see what they're trying to do whenever they come to the B bomb site, disjoining the attack.
ये क्या पुपू आ रहा है
And
पहले मेरा ऑडियो चेक कर अभी आ रहा है जोर से आवाज आएगी अभी
ओह बहुत जोर से आ रहा
Kiyosuke
है
had a great start, 9 and
ऐसा
3
क्यों
so
क्या?
far for him.
अरे
Calmed
थोड़ा
down
लो
a
कर।
little bit.
The Golden Hornets out supporting Vitality. There's so many fan bases here in Cologne inside the Lanxess. They've had a lot to celebrate recently, haven't they? I have some information for you guys. Unfortunately, we're going to have a PC swap out here.
फुल
for
पीसी नहीं
Apex.
स्वैप आउट
Hopefully we get this one
What the
resolved as
fuck?
quickly as
क्या हो
possible.
रहा है?
We've got the best admins in the
पूरी
business here.
पीसी स्वैप आउट
Absolutely happening.
यार एक मॉनिटर स्वैप आउट सुना था माउस स्वैप आउट सुना था कीबोर्ड सुना पूरा पीसी स्वैप आउट
Inside the server, you touched on it briefly. Kerrigan and
किसका हो रहा है
Apex
भाई?
competing at the very first Counter-Strike major way back in 2013. Now find themselves in another one here back in 2013. Neither of them made it out of the group stage. Here looking to build upon the legacies they've constructed since then. 13 years
Apex
later,
का।
both still competing at the highest level. Admirable careers from both.
And now surrounded by star players that were merely children at that time. It's crazy
अजीब
to
है यार
think
ये
about
इसका कोच भी
the
समझ में
journey they
नहीं
have been on.
नाम भी क्या
The
है
coaching story on this
एक्स
team
यू
is
वाई
really
क्यू
interesting
जेड
for me
जेड
too,
जेड
because
क्या नाम
Extaz
है
was the Vitality coach before Zonic came in and took that spot away. And it felt like there was a lot that Extaz could have done with that
Not
team. Apex
anymore.
obviously sad to see him go. We liked working with him at the time. But the Danes came in. You had the Dupree, Magisk, and Zonic coming into the Vitality squad. They went on to
मतलब
win a
G2 का
major
टी-शर्ट
season,
पहन के
but Zonic leaves Vitality
Falcons
to
को
go to the
support कर
Falcons.
रहा
They
है
bring Extaz back, and Vitality
और Vitality को diss कर रहा है
no one has ever hit before.
Well, back into that, going into that Paris major, that Vitality won their first. Apex was the guy who kind of said, if we're
Just
gonna win this
game
major,
for
I wanna win
Dona.
this one. It's in my home country.
Oh,
We
just
gotta do
game
it
for
my way.
Dona,
We gotta
sorry.
stop trying to blend this Danish Counter-Strike with French Counter-Strike. It's got to be me taking the reins of the team and then bringing in the coach that he wanted, Extaz. He was always very confident. As soon as that change happens, he's saying, I want to get a major for this guy. I love the way he talks about Counter-Strike. Love working with him. And look at what they built together. Look at this empire that Vitality has constructed in that time.
And now challenging Zonic on the other side. But the Falcons Counter-Strike has been good enough to take down Vitality multiple times this year already.
It's been impressive, hasn't it, the way they've been able to construct it, the way
ये
they've been
कैसी
able
है
to do it. It's been one of their nemesis. 2 times they've taken him down. 5 series
नहीं
lost
रहा
this year
मैं।
for Vitality. 2 of
अरे
them.
ये DSL का बॉक्स बोल रहा
टैटू भी मार
है
लो।
ओए टैटू मेरे को दिख गया था
And they've been able to get
भाई
over
देख
those with ease
खुशी
because
में
they
क्या
looked
कर
at
रही है
trophies the whole
ओहो
time.
पंजा मिला उसको देख DSL वाले भी हरामी है बेंच लड़के को नहीं दे रहे लड़की को दे रहे पंजा
Talk about the other partnerships that have been there. Kerrigan and Robs now
अरे
going
इसके
head-to-head on the
pimples
other side of
कितने
the server. Obviously, an
साल हो गया
अरे दांत भी पीले पीले।
They combined for 8 trophies together.
गलत रहा है।
खैनी खाता
मेरा
है
Championship, ESL Grand Slam,
वो भी चैनी खैनी।
winning IEM Cologne 2022 together. Just
इंस्टाग्राम पर लाइव होना चाहिए सर।
as a pairing, and now they've got to overcome one another here in these quarterfinals.
मॉन्सी देख तो बच्चा की तरह दिख रहा है भी तो
बच्चा ही तो है।
It's been so great to see just Kiyosuke's reaction.
जितना हम लोग जितना अभी जिंदगी भर में नहीं चाहते उतना तो वो अभी साल में लेता होगा।
And after that piss run, after that quad kill, he just looked over at Kerrigan, gave a big smile. He's just living the dream at the moment, and that's the kind of piss run that lets you settle into a game.
पर जो ये बनाया क्या बोलते हैं इसको स्टेडियम मस्त है ना साला कितना बड़ा है यार। ये कहाँ पे शूट करते हैं मेरे हिसाब से वो फुटबॉल ग्राउंड कहीं या भी ऐसा ग्राउंड लेके शूट करते हो।
बास्केटबॉल
तो या पता नहीं आजकल तो अभी स्पोर्ट्स बड़ा हो गया था उसी के लिए अलग से कोई खोल के रखा हो।
हो सकता है बट मोस्टली बास्केटबॉल ग्राउंड नहीं बड़े तो कहीं प्रॉब्लम था अभी जर्मनी में ये सब तो रेगुलर।
हाँ सही बोला वो जिस हिसाब से वो सेटिंग्स है उस हिसाब से का वही है। यार टाइम वेस्ट कर रहा है यहाँ पे चीट कोड डाल रहा है क्या?
Apex is back in the server.
आज पहले भी इशू आया था।
क्यों?
आज उसकी वजह में भी मैं
स्पिरिट के टाइम में भी आया था।
अरे इसे एक कदर चार वो मारने गए और वो डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया। वो डाउन डाल भी गया।
The Golden Hornets non-stop movement all through the games, year after year here to support Vitality. So much to cheer for over the past.
सोचना अगर ऐसा हो, सॉरी क्या बोलते जैसे ओवर टाइम चल रहा था ठीक है लास्ट राउंड में एक ही बचा हो जिसको क्लच करना है एनी हाउ 1v1 है ना और एक का कंप्यूटर डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाए
भाई आज वाइटलिटी हार जाएगा देख पनौती लग गया इन लोगों का।
तो ना वो कैसा होगा अगर 1v1 चल रहा है मान लीजिए स्पिरिट और G2 है ना 1v1 मान लो लास्ट जैसे ओवर टाइम का लास्ट राउंड है अगर किसी एक का डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया तो दूसरा वाला तो जीत जाएगा तो उसको विन देगा या नहीं देगा? कभी हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है ऐसा?
वो थे तो विन लिया था
हाँ they've slowed down Vitality on losing opening picks. They've kind of concentrated a little bit more where they're not as spread out, not as exposed, not in positions to get dropped down early on in these rounds, giving Apex a chance to call these rounds back to the B bomb site, play them a little bit, work this defense back and forth. And if you're going to go at Rops, you better not miss. This kid is sharp.
You can know he's there, but dealing with him is a whole other problem. Rops ready
दोनों को ले लेगा मालूम था मेरे को।
Devastating. Rops has taken 2 out of the timeout.
खत्म भाई मॉनेसी गया टेसिस गया अब क्यूसी को क्या करेगा अकेला?
With Apex and Zaiwu behind him. And Kerrigan, he's thinking, I have to make a play or else this round is done. 1 minute remaining as Kerrigan steps into mid. And he misses his chance.
Zaiwu and Flames following up, and it's just Nico now. He'll step out of the camera.
Fuck, 5 alive. लास्ट हम लोग का लास्ट गेम की तरह जब भी जीत रहे 5 वाला। अरे किसने बजाया?
किधर से बजाते हो रे?
ये साउंड बोर्ड था नहीं।
But when they get the guns back, they've got what kind of plans and adaptations do they have to fall back on? Because the first 5 rounds looked so damn smooth, but you knew Vitality was going to show up and arrive at some point. And rattling off 3 straight is going to have this Falcons defense shaken.
Now you got Zaiwu.
क्रिकेट का साउंड कौन निकाला?
बंद कर दिया तूने लाइव।
बंद दिख रहा है ये थोड़ा सा भी डिस्कॉर्ड खोलो तो
Anticipation
ऐसा ही हो जाता है.
of what that weapon might do throughout this
तो
series.
एक ही स्क्रीन है कि 2 स्क्रीन है?
हाँ?
शेयर विंडो कर, विंडो शेयर में ना विंडो कर, 2 स्क्रीन मत कर.
अच्छा विंडो शेयर नहीं हुआ है क्या इसलिए?
हाँ विंडो नहीं हमेशा विंडो शेयर करके ना, उससे क्या होता है तो दूसरी स्क्रीन पे भी काम कर सकते हैं. पर्टिकुलर विंडो सिलेक्ट करनी चाहिए.
नहीं वो समझ गया मैं. मेरे को लगा वही शेयर हो रहा है. कहाँ है मेरा सर्वर?
नहीं अब सही है हो गया.
वो तो हो गया पर अभी रुक जा नहीं मिला रहा.
And now the bomb is collected with 43 seconds left on the clock, and Vitality have complete control of the situation, complete control of the map.
टच स्क्रीन नहीं एप्लीकेशन ना.
But they're coming towards this. They're coming towards this stack. There's a chance.
अब देख अब हो रहा है ना.
गया.
चल ही रहा हमारा तो पूरा देख ही रहा है.
अरे बहन तो जायू निकाल लेगा लेकिन.
Close from Monacy. Yeah, those Deagles do work. Great positioning from Falcons. Vitality not scouting anything out, going for the play in towards Khan. Lovely shot from the Deagle. It was always going to be hard to get Zaiwu on that cross. Khan barely swings into the angle. And that's a fourth. Vitality just one round away from tying up the scoreline.
Glimpse of even these rounds can be deadly. Even these rounds can be flipped very quickly. But the bye is back for Falcons.
This game hasn't really been open yet. Both teams testing each other. Both teams' game plans going well at various points. First Falcons, now Vitality. Having ease marching to rounds in a row in sequence.
Oh, completely blind. Zaiwu gets away. He gets away on 1 HP. Makes it around the corner. Monacy holding middle. Plenty of forces on the other side. When does Flames make his step forward?
And Nico's behind him at the A bomb site as well. He's joined up with Tess's. Feels like Falcons are assuming this is going to be an A hit, but they're dead wrong. Other side of the map is where the play is being made, where the bomb is heading.
Oh, Monacy's cut off as well. He has a slow rotation back over. It has to be Kiyosuke and Carrigan to deliver again.
And this is the bomb site that got Vitality these 4 rounds. They've been leaning on this weakness.
It's been a game plan of pure punishment towards this B bomb site defense. Utility slows them, but can the reinforcements of Falcons arrive?
Wow.
Carrigan flattened.
Whoa, bro, yeah.
Island alone, dead at the hand of Mezzi, and Falcons are just so far away from this one. Vitality once again through to the B bomb site.
Oh man, out of that timeout, Vitality have taken complete control. Now the game plan is online, and Apex is working this map time and time again. And if you're Falcons now, you're so concerned about that B bomb site. You can likely no longer play 3 players towards A. You can no longer try and cheat that over. You have to be able to stop the B hits, and it's just not happening.
Apex is going to know that, right? It's going to be whirling around in his head. Our game plan is working perfectly now. We've got it online. We know we're going to have to start committing resources away from that A site, and opens up so many options for this T side now.
This is looking way too simple in these last 5 rounds for Vitality. Not any kind of resistance from the Falcons defense. It's disappeared here on Anubis. 5 in a row to tie things up.
Whoa, देख.
Get that second time out of the Sonic and Falcons. Wants to talk things over. Wants to figure out the adaptations, and this is the conversation of how you shore up that B bomb site. You can't just do it out of the gate and park 3 players there. You have to show some presence elsewhere. And if you don't want to stack towards the B bomb site, Falcons have a ton of plays towards middle. Stacks with Nico tucked into the corner, paired up with Monacy's AWP. You can start there, drop down to the canals for a fast play. You can start there and try to find an open pick. Maybe some of that aggression we saw earlier on in this half. But having a very tough time piecing these rounds together. And now you're not getting the benefit of opening kills. Extaz and Apex have done a great job of getting Vitality back in shape. Fixing those mistakes, fixing those errors.
और तो अपलोड है भाई राशन ने तो यार.
ऐड साउंड करो ना.
ते तो और अपलोड है भाई राशन ने. ते अपलोड का ऑप्शन
ब्राउज मसँग साउन्डै छैन नभएमा हाल्छ. यो पहिला आएको थियो.
formation. Firmly set up here for the CT side, no aggression.
Try to take
Nico and Mondesi to kind of put us in the middle, but Vitality haven't really been opening up, so I don't know if they're actually going to see anything. Now it's down to timing to away. Showing mid-control from Vitality. Flames and Mezzi working together, and just as Nico and Mondesi back off in their respective positions, Flames, Apex, and Mezzi make their move. It's going to pull Kerrigan back away from B. Nico slides further into the A bomb site, sensing the split.
Smokes up. Spam goes through. Warning shots, but Flame still moves forward. They still progress. They get past him. They get to the temple. And now Kerrigan, better play, can do something about this. Dropping utility. Apex is already beyond it. And in that head-up duel between Apex and Kerrigan. Oh, no. And then blind is Robs. It's Tezes taking the frag. And a 4v4, but 35 seconds left. Mondesi out from connector. He's fixed on tempo, but utility forces him back.
It's going to be fine. Vitality's just going to bypass this entirely. They realize they actually don't need to take this part of the bomb site whatsoever. Smoke it off. Molotov is down. Mezzi planting other side of the bomb site. And Falcons, this is a very tough retake. Nico is the solo man coming from CT spawn. Otherwise, you're all over in con. Bottlenecked.
Got one HE grenade as well. No flashes, no smokes, no mollies. Surely no way for Falcons.
मरेंगे सारे Falcons वाले.
ले लेगा मेजी ले लेगा.
AK-47 shot to rip off the head of Tezes. Follow up from Flames. Nico comes through. Still doable, but very
ज़्यादा
it down. Mondesi alone, and he had the lineup, just couldn't get it done. And it's Vitality 6-5 up.
Apex jumping right into his face as well, giving him no room to operate, no mercy whatsoever. Vitality showing in these last 6 rounds why they're the best team in the world, and overcoming Falcons, they're just a step ahead. Round after round, and it's this B bomb site that's been a weak point all map long.
अरे अपलोड का ऑप्शन क्यों नहीं आ रहा यार? Why man?
क्या?
Sound board, sound effect.
अपलोड ऑप्शन नहीं आया ना? अपलोड करो ना साउन्ड बोर्ड मा थियो
त्यो गरिरहेछ के त्यो अपलोड भइरहेछ हैन के त्यहाँनिर त्यो देखायो
मलाई पठाउन एकचोटी नभए एकचोटी त्यो कुनै अडियो
मसँग अडियो त छ यार
heaviest hitters of Falcons way down inside of the B side this time.
It'll be elsewhere. It'll be over towards mid they go. Kerrigan ready and waiting. Off angle in the mid.
They find Kerrigan again. They find him again. This time he gets one. But how many rounds have we seen Robs and Zywu pull off together? A minute on the clock.
There's almost no follow-away plan though. Nico is over in canals. He could actually stop them from dropping down. So Zywu and Robs, they choose elsewhere. Nico's gonna wrap around. Are they ready? Zyu's got the up. Good shot from Nico. Doubles it up. That's the half. Falcons managed to tie it up, but what a streak from Vitality to get right back into the quarterfinals.
I'ma make you walk like that.
7-5.
7-5.
Yes, 6 all.
7-5.
रुक मैं स्ट्रीम मिलाता हूँ थोड़ा.
देखते हैं आप सिटी पे क्या करते हैं भाई. वैसे सिटी का इजी है भैया. क्लास बस बी को चाहिए. बैठ जाओ साइड पे शूटर जमा के. 6-6. Oh.
Dans ce jeu massivement multijoueur aux possibilités infinies, à chaque saut, on s'en remet au destin.
अरे ये क्यों हो रहा है? जैसे मैं अगर डिस्कॉर्ड खोल रहा हूँ तो ये क्यों जा रहा है इस पे? हाँ?
क्यों?
मैले यो उ गर्दाखेरि ठ्याक्क मैले जस्तो डिस्कर्ड जाँदाखेरि यो स्ट्रिम बन्द हुँदो रहेछ कि अँध्यारो हुने रहेछ किन? एन्टायर स्क्रिन नगरेर हो र एन्टायर स्क्रिन गऱ्यो भने त फेरि मैले चलाएको सबै देख्छ मैले भनेको फेरि यो खालि त्यो चलिरहोस् अनि मैले काम गरेको नि गरिरहेको भेट्दै भेटिनँ त त्यो
विंडो कर सिर्फ शेयर विंडो कर उसमें जो ऑप्शन आता है ना शेयर विंडो है ना जब तू शेयर कर रहा है उसमें ऑप्शन जो है विंडो में एक शेयर स्क्रीन किया उसमें करंट क्रोम टैब है विंडो है और एंटायर स्क्रीन है
हाँ तो क्रोम टैब ही किया ना
नहीं क्रोम टैब नहीं विंडो कर और विंडो में फिर ये वाला कर विंडो में पर्टिकुलर स्क्रीन कर सकता है जैसे
विंडो है ही नहीं मेरे में
क्या बात कर रहा है अच्छा और मेरे को ऑप्शन मिल गया शेयरिंग का वो ऑडियो शेयर में वो नहीं लिखा था इसलिए मैंने
क्यों नहीं हो रहा ट्राई कर और जैसे मैं एंटायर स्क्रीन कर दूंगा तो हो जाएगा फिर ये आया फिर ये आया अगर देख फिर इसमें मैं कुछ इधर उधर चेंजेस करूंगा तो तुम लोग को ये दिखेगा स्क्रीन नहीं दिखेगा मेन बात वो होगी मतलब मैं तेरा स्क्रीन देख अच्छा तेरा तो हाँ ये तो स्क्रीन के अंदर ही क्रोम टैब है क्या ये क्या है
हाँ
कैसे किया ये
मेरे को आवाज किसकी आ रही है कहाँ से कोई म्यूजिक बज रहा है
वो तो उसका ही है क्या बोलते
अच्छा टाइम आउट हुआ है मैं सोच रहा हूँ ये भी क्यों नहीं चल रहा
लाइव ये कैसे किया ये शेयर
मेरी स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ पहले तेरी फुल स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ ठीक है
ये नहीं तो शेयर किया अब जैसे क्रोम अभी खुलना है ना क्रोम की जगह डिस्कॉर्ड में आ तो
Really, nigga?
Welcome back to the quarterfinal clash of two of the greatest
Chrome
teams we
की जगह
have in
डिस्कॉर्ड आना
Counter-Strike. A hot start from Falcons, cooled very quickly by a surgical T side from
Stream ended
Vitality.
too.
A clear game plan of punishment towards that deep onside defense team Carrigan and Kiyosuke. One round grabbed at the end though from Falcons, and we are all tied here on Anubis.
And boy, did Vitality sense and just abuse that weakness, brought him right back into the game. So if you came here as Falcons thinking that you sense some weakness in the Vitality side, you're dead wrong as the scoreline is even. As we begin the second half this round, Falcons going to be on the
एंटायर स्क्रीन हो गया ना
now we get to see
हाँ अच्छा हाँ
what kind of offense he calls. How crazy does he want to let him get?
उसको नहीं इसको नहीं हाँ
These star
स्ट्रीम
players that he's got, Nico,
चेंज
Kiyosuke, Modesty, seeing what they can bring to the table.
चेंज स्ट्रीम
Strap yourselves in.
ये जो ऑप्शन है ना
हाँ
सॉरी
तो वो उस पे कर रहा है ना तो वेबसाइट से कर रहा है मैं ऐप से कर रहा हूँ इसीलिए
अच्छा ऐप करेगा तो तेरे को डिस्प्ले होता है
हाँ देख अब मैं दिखाता हूँ एंटायर स्क्रीन मेरा स्ट्रीम देख तो मेरे में जैसे चेंज स्क्रीन तो ये एप्लीकेशन आ रहा है एंटायर स्क्रीन आ रहा है डिवाइस आ रहा है अब जैसे सिर्फ एप्लीकेशन हाँ ये किया हाँ ये किया तो ये इससे नहीं चल रहा है हाँ ये हाँ तो ये दिख रहा है ना अब ये मैं लगाऊं तो ये दिखेगा अब ये दिखेगा फिर मैं इसको काटूंगा तो ये नहीं दिखेगा ना वो बात बोल रहा हूँ
एक गांड पे रैप
ठीक है तो तू ही स्ट्रीम करना मैं नहीं करता
सड़क पे हवा फिरेगा
नहीं मेरा फिर अब थोड़ा इधर उधर करता हूँ तो ब्लैक हो जाता है
Kiyosuke gets caught completely off guard. Tessus realizes he can't plant. They can't do anything about it.
एक गांड पे रैप का मारा ना सड़क पे हकता फिरेगा
नहीं है वो है
साउंड अपलोड
वो साउंड ऐड कर रहा है बार बार इसे
तो मेरे से नहीं
मैं कर रहा हूँ रुक मेरे पास और है सब करता जितना टेंशन मेरे पास बहुत है भाई साउंड मैंने नीम के लिए उसके लिए रखा था कोई अपलोड हो रहा है कोई नहीं हो रहा क्या बात है
Vitality in absolute control.
ऑडियो
a chance. A very strong start here in the second half as well.
All it took was one timeout. That slow start just disappeared. Out of
Ho
the
raha hai.
timeout, it was immediate
Ab
for
ho raha hai.
Vitality.
एरो अब हो रहा है
Gonna tuck
स्ट्रीम
himself in behind the pillar. Mezzi's here with him. Zaiwu shifting over through Temple.
आरू
Nico, Monesi, Kiyosuke
Hello, hello.
coming in through connector.
Guys, can you hear me, guys?
Steps.
Yeah,
Goes out to the peak. He's got Mezzi's rifle to back him up, and they clean up the round easily.
लाइव
No
कर
frag
रही
from the
है
other side. 8-6. Vitality
फुल
leading
स्क्रीन
this
करता हूँ ना
way.
रुक जा
We've got Falcons finally getting into a bye. It's going to be AK-47s out. No sighting of that AWP.
Emotional damage.
क्या क्या डाल दिया भाई इसमें
एक गांड पे रैप्टा मारा ना सड़क पे हकता फिरेगा
गया क्या
क्या
Looks good so far from Vitality. Exactly what they're doing. Falcons enter the round, their first gun run of this second half. Slow and measured for the moment. Nico and Ruggs. Kiyosuke going to start attacking towards Khan. Monesi in support. Tesses and Kerrigan outside the B-bomb site for Vitality. Stacked up over in middle. 3 defenders in that part of the map.
2 round
Ready and waiting. Small fake smoke from Nico just to show that presence, but Rob steps in front of it, so it does absolutely nothing. He's going to negate that play from Nico, negate that piece of utility, so nobody on the defense has to budge. Not yet at the very least. Vitality's putting all their faith over in Mezzi, the sole defender to play retake. As soon as the set piece comes in, drop the Molotov, back away, and let the reinforcements come. Once again, they could have that fast flank, that fast wraparound dropping out of the window.
सुधने वाला है मेजी
Rotation already coming through. Zaiwu back to a CT. From Mezzi's back against
अरे
the
अरे 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 अरे
goes how they can. Kerrigan blinded.
देख भाग दिया
Zaiwu sends himself
भाग
in the
दिया
smoke. Flames on the back. That's the bomb. You've got to go back and get it. Zaiwu's up next. And Vitality just arrived in rapid time. And Kerrigan can do nothing about this. 20 seconds. And he's getting flanked out. He's getting pressure.
यही मन पर्दैन कि मलाई फ्याल्कन्स को
And Vitality just put the pressure on.
ओए 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 ओए
अरे हेडबैंग मारूं क्या
गांड पे रैप्टा मारा ना सड़क पे हकता
Emotional damage.
It was at this
सड़क पे हकता फिरेगा
Emotional damage.
सड़क पे हकता फिरेगा
अरे बंद करो भाई इतना मत बजाओ स्पैम मत करो
ऑटोमेटिक बन गया
Falcons disappeared off to. This is no longer a game. It's no longer a
जितनी बार क्लिक
contest.
किया होगा उतनी बार बचता
We
रहता
talk
है
about all the individual skill on this team, the superstars they've got. One of them at least has to show up to try and get them back into this. They're getting beaten by Vitality, brutally beaten.
This is where you look to guys like Nico, guys like Monesi, those incredible stage 3 performances to get them into the playoffs. This is where you look at those two guys and say, we need a moment. We need a big play. We need a clutch. We need a great sequence out of you to get this team fired up. Change the energy. Change the mindset of this team.
Monesi and Nico dead first in this round. Vitality in pursuit of
भाई
double
डबल
figures.
बाजू का वो चैट में तो
Feels like
कैसे
it's
फुल
right
स्क्रीन
there.
कर दें
All 3 players outside of the smoke. Zaiwu backtracking to see if they come through.
वो
but it
राइट
makes
साइड
no
में तो उसकी
mercy.
स्क्रीन आ रही है वो
He's
है ना
forgotten his manners. A kill onto Kerrigan through the smoke. Kiyosuke and
अभी हो
Tesses
गया हूँ मैं
will do what they can, but it's completely futile.
They don't even get a chance to do anything. They don't even get a chance to play. Vitality's just wrecking them, moving across the map, controlling the entire map. Every step they take. And you don't have a whole lot of time left
Falcons!
to get back into this game. This is where Falcons are going to have to lean on that comeback against Navi from stage 3 and say, we've done it once before here at the Major. We can do it again.
Apex is going to be talking about keeping this level of pressure up.
Emotional damage.
Up next is Inferno. We know how much of a weakness that has been for Falcons since the very beginning of this roster.
Well, Kerrigan and Kiyosuke were the weakness of the B-bomb site here in Anubis. They will be on that map as well. Very, very tough series if Falcons cannot win this map. A default spread for Falcons here in round 17. Kyosuke delayed off by Smoke, blocking his choke point. But really no pressure being applied to this offense. Now we're going to get a little bit of map control play. Nico flashed in towards A-main, but Rops is playing passively. He's had a very, very chill half so far, Rops. So not a whole lot of attention sent his way at all. And once again, this mid-stack Vitality, this is game plan for Falcons, and they're waiting for them to find it out.
This is going to be crushing.
Fire in the
house! So many players at the ready. Carrigan to fight on. Gets the trade on flames. They've got the info. But how do they shift those resources? The bomb has got to get to be.
दिख ही नहीं रहे भाई लिमिट पुग गया क्या बस आके साउंड अपलोड कर सकते हैं
And it's just Rops. They know exactly where he is. They know he's the safe player. He walks out in the open. Nico can't handle him. And so Rops steps up into the clutch. A long way to go for Rops.
He's got the money to go for it if he wants. Kind of slow playing things at the moment. Looks like he might just concede this round. Falcons finally respond. They're going to get their 7th and AK-47 grabbed by Rops. Or is he going to come in late?
मुला लेके थे ना grab by Rops.
Way too late in the bomb timer for that surely. Yeah, just going to park himself in middle.
Rops
10-7.
निकाल पाएगा
AK-47 grab by Rops रे Rops लिया ही नहीं साला गन कैसे बोल रहा है
Really need to keep that player alive as well.
मरेगा Carrigan दे
Really, nigga?
They don't have a whole lot of money. They do not have that luxury for the Falcons. You've got $3,600 here for Nico coming into this round, so he is loving the fact they can get a drop.
But you got to see some of the individuals from Falcons actually play, right? Kyosuke after the smoke fade steps in towards Khan, takes down Mezzi. Nico showing some presence over towards A-main, making Rops pay attention to that side of the map as well. He's active in middle the whole time. And maybe that is something to come. Maybe we can see if they can build on that round. 3 rounds back and not out of the fight yet.
No, a lifeline has been thrown out here for the Falcons. See if they can swim back to shore. A chance to drown them out here with Vitality with a very strong buy still in their hands and plenty of cash left over. Flames just checking inside of the smoke. The Falcons starting to dare to attack towards this A site.
Yeah, they're showing that they want to gain a little bit of space in towards A-main to be able to do a set piece behind it. So Rops, perhaps for the first time, is going to have to call it.
ये लोग B execute करेंगे देखना A take करके वहीं से
Nico trying to find it through the smoke. A little bit of a duel, but no commitment quite yet.
करे ये वाला साउंड बहुत आता है तो
हाँ
कौन नहीं सके इन्हें है ना
The flash play activated in.
Climbing
his way up to the heavens. And not coming his way. He begin to backtrack for a second. 40 seconds left on this clock. Where the Falcons want to go for the finishing move.
अरे ये लोग 5 राउंड से 10 राउंड जीत गए बेंचो वो लोग 5 राउंड से 2 ही राउंड जीते अभी
Carrigan's faked him out.
This works well, but Zaiwu could still stop this. 25 seconds. Zaiwu scopes up first. Draws back, ready for the next fight. Zaiwu turns, can't get the second shot to land. Carrigan comes in at the right time, but as Mezzi off the platform can't do much. And that bomb will get planted. Rops and Apex making their way over.
All right, Carrigan a little panicked, but tucks himself into the corner. Rops tries to beat the smoke, but it pops in his face. So Apex plays, doesn't check. And now Rops has to back away. Falcons, they're going to string 2 together. Clawing themselves back into this map.
They're staying in it. It's exactly what you wanted to see in this quarterfinal.
Emotional damage.
Strong start, but Vitality were crushing them.
Give Falcons a little bit of help. You're getting a little bit more activity out of them. The whole play towards A-main, that actually sells this fake perfectly. Pulls Flames, pulls Apex over. When that follow-up utility comes out, they sense that A-hit because the pressure had been there round after round. And it's an opening towards the B-bomb site. Trading out Zaiwu, trading out Mezzi, and finding their passage in. Forcing the second timeout out of Vitality. Money's going to start getting grim for this CT side. Zaiwu's going to pick up an AWP, but rebuying all these rifles is going to chew into the money that they built up. Falcons is getting closer to that point where they can slingshot this streak into regaining the lead on this map. 10-8, no signs of panic from either squad just yet. A swing round here towards the tail end, round 19. Winner grabs a huge economic advantage over the other.
These are the moments, this is the point of the game where the individuals will really truly make the big differences. You can swing this game back in your favor. You see who it will be. We've got Vitality, last legs on the money. Messi racing forward out of B main, aggressive with some confidence. He's got some help with him too. Apex needed to be there because he gets the trade, trying to back away, trying to get the safety, and he does.
Plenty of defense behind him in the B bomb site if that was going to go south as well. Falcons not able to take too much space off of it. Going to start crawling through middle as we speak. Kyosuke leading the way. Monesi and Tess is in support. And even Nico coming over to join up with them. All four members of Falcons playing grouped up at the moment, looking to trade their way through middle. Apex defending. Flames and Rups at the A bomb site, ready and waiting.
That first half for Vitality, there was an obvious
Fire in the hole!
They don't have that here on this CT side, but Kyosuke fights forward. His strength trumps up one. Rob's trying to handle the pressure of multiple players coming at him from different angles, and he just won't. Tesses swoops into the site. Bomb plant secured, and the save is on.
Yeah, hard hit to read. Kyosuke given all the freedom in the world to pick his own timing.
Okay.
And you gotta love seeing that.
If
you're
it's
Kerrigan,
safe,
you're
then-
telling him right now, I love everything you did there. Love
It
your
was at this
decision
moment
to take
that he
moment,
knew.
that opportunity
He fucked
to
up.
speed things up. Sensed he had a timing and had the confidence to go for it. Provides the opening kill. And now Falcons is building into a streak. This T side yet again another comeback. 3 rounds in a row to bring them within 1. And the money's going to be so grim for Vitality. The weapons they're saving are critical. AK-47 on Apex, up in the hands of Saiwu to bring forward.
Emotional damage!
It's exactly what the desk talked about. Kerrigan coming into this team, and his individual level be damned. Look at the way he's able to keep this Falcon squad fighting back every time to recover inside this quarterfinal series.
Ahead of this game, Nico was talking about how important Kyosuke is to this T side. He's the space taker, he's the front man of the attacks.
ये जो sound
You see him
upload
doing
किया
his
था वो
job so
group में upload हो
effectively.
गया है।
Creates the chaos.
हाँ साउंड हम लोग ने डाला है अभी मतलब
अरे वो
अब
group में upload हो रहा है। मुझे लगा कि personalize हो रहा है।
खुद से अपलोड नहीं हो रहा है
अपने में नहीं है, ग्रुप में है। इसने लिखा ना फायर इन द
हाँ वो तो ग्रुप में ये सर्वर में अपलोड हुआ तो डेविल सर्वर है ना उसमें
was still in play. Surely they had the read of the economy that it was going to be a little bit punished. The dry peek in. What a backfire. And now you got to start sweating. Man down against a low economy buy. Right when it felt like you gained control of this map, it might just slip out of your hands.
Arrogant making the play as he so often does for his teams on these T sides.
Yeah, but he's got to wait now. Look how far ahead he is of everyone.
And he's calling them back. Smoke will go down at camera. It's going to sever the information flow of Flames. Apex is hungry for info. Trying to find it inside of the water, trying to flank in, not seeing anybody towards A.
Yeah, but you saw the op at that B bomb site, and you're electing, you're choosing to go at Saiwu.
A dink from Messi. P250 trying to outmatch the rifle of Kerrigan.
Look at you're kind of trapped. Falcons is in a really weird place. Tessis has the bomb. He's kind of alone on stairs. Kerrigan has no HP. They don't know where to go at the moment.
This round is in limbo, but they made the decision. They know where they're going, and they're coming at Rops. The 5-7 waits in hand. It's ready to pop out. Rops is silent but deadly, but he's caught in the corner. Nico moves in. Now they're in the side. That bomb is going to get planted, but there's no main push coming in from Falcons.
They're going to be very cognizant of this after the plant. No utility, no smoke to block it off whatsoever. Here's the peak.
The
fight.
Defense करेंगे या नहीं?
Nico nails it. Saiwu back and shut down instantly.
अब नहीं
It's got to
करेंगे
be Messi.
नहीं अब डिफ्यूज नहीं कर पाएंगे मेजी उतना अच्छा नहीं खेलता है
Messi moves in.
कभी कभी खेल लेता है तो बताया तो उतना अच्छा नहीं तो इसके जगह बाई चांस रॉब्स होता तो बहुत मेरा
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
14 deaths, topping the charts for Falcons in this comeback. In this streak, this is absolutely excellent out of Falcons. We didn't really know what to expect out of Kerrigan with such a short time. Were these guys truly going to be trophy
Really,
contenders?
nigga?
Was it too early to expect that out of them? And look at the way he's got them geared up and fired up on this T-side. Challenging the best team in the world.
Aggression from Robs. If he goes too far though, Monasi's ready to punish. And that's exactly what he does. Robs is gone. Opening kill. Coming through from Falcons.
And now you can work the map. Now Kerrigan can slow things down. Nico's gonna wait patiently over towards Ruggs. Everyone starts backing away from their position to see if there's gonna be any kind of a reaction, any sort of aggression out of Vitality to try and even things out. And it's a shift towards middle for Vitality, and this has been quite a nuisance at times in this half. This middle position that turns into such fast flanks, whether it's through Khan, whether it's wrapping around the B bomb site. Delay smoke goes down. Once again, it looks like Zyru's number is going to be called. Falcons now stepping in towards A main, waiting behind this smoke. Apex going to start shifting over in support.
There's one player you want in this situation. It is Zyru. Here's the flank round the back. Flames red. Apex going in forward.
Ooh.
Trying to force them back.
Fire, no.
25 seconds. 25 seconds. Get a move on Falcons. Get to that site.
Well, the site's wide open. There's nobody home. Kerrigan's found the escape valve. He's found his way in. He's got the team following it up. And Nezzy's forced away with nade in hand.
And wasn't in the right position. Apex getting there, but smoke is up. He can't cancel that plant. He can't do anything about this. And money is gone for Vitality. They have to concede. They have to back away. And that means the Falcons are into the lead.
Well, you were talking about confidence earlier. The confidence you got to have in Kerrigan built up at this point. And look at the way he's working these mid-rounds. Exactly why they brought him into this team.
Iron Man.
They missed the chances to
Iron
win
Man
trophies leading into the Global Major. But they don't care whatsoever. All the faith in the world of this captain that they brought in late in the season.
Quack.
11-10 going into round 22. A lead for Falcons out of nowhere. Now 5 rounds straight for this offense at a blistering pace. A game of streaks
soundboard में right click करे edit sound से दिखायो.
Both teams struggling to recover and adapt to put a stop to these, and right now Vitality, you got to do it quick. Falcons 2 rounds away from taking this first map in the series.
Check करते यार server में.
Aggression has been punished
Are
by
you around
Monasi
here?
from
I'm
this
not
exact
server.
position before. 3-man setup here for Vitality in middle.
They've ran this setup so many times in this half. This has got to be like the 4th time they put it in.
They haven't come at them all that often.
I think it's only connected once when Falcons is actually moving towards middle. A clear game plan against this attack. Hasn't panned out the way Vitality would have liked.
Again, some utility pressure towards Robs, but he has no idea.
Oh, that smoke.
Of the numbers in front of him. With that smoke that he tosses out, he actually has to concede the fight. Has to drop in behind it. He has got quick rotations from his teammates in mid. But here they come. Is Robs ready for the task? Smoke breaks. Kiyosuke and Kerrigan entering the field.
Oh, Vitality dead. Oh, bro, Kerrigan.
Falcons have broken through. Map point.
So much poise from this Falcons team. Just in sequence, taking small pieces of control until they're ready for the overwhelming attack. And Mezzy's going to desperately try and hang on to this, but Falcons are hungry. They want to rip everything out of their hands, easy as possible.
Truly. They're sending everybody at him. Nico's coming next. The switch is down, but Mezzy's gone. Vitality. Everything taken from their hands. And it was said that this task might be too tall for the Falcons this early, with Kerrigan only joining the team. But they are rising to the occasion.
It was at this moment that he knew. he fucked up.
In absolutely beautiful fashion. Picking Vitality apart, finding the weakness, finding the weak bomb site in terms of defense.
Vex भाई क्या हाल है?
Punishing the extremities. And a final chance, a final talk. A final timeout for Vitality spent. Their first one got them started on a streak. But they've disappeared now under this onslaught from Falcons. 6 rounds in a row. A team effort out of Falcons. And 2 chances to close out this map. Head into Inferno with a 1-map lead in the quarterfinals. And it hasn't just been explosive star power, it's just been good, clean counter-strike out of Falcons.
And that is something that has eluded them in the biggest of games. It's always been a head-scratcher watching some of the rounds that Falcons have lost with the caliber of players within this squad.
Well, right now it's working exactly as designed. Kyusuke leading the way, 17. Monesi and Nico, 15 apiece. The engine of Falcons is well and truly working. Kerrigan wants to show some mid-presence.
Nico against Apex first. It's Apex who's won it. We'll drop back in behind the smoke. Vitality hold the advantage for now.
I mean, it looks like they want to go right back to this. They're saying, okay, maybe you got this kill here, you saw this, maybe you start shifting someone away to elsewhere. Due to that presence in middle from Kerrigan, maybe they look in that direction.
Can this defense hold against the full force of the Falcons? It's Kerrigan getting the kills done. Kyusuke moving in. Zywoo keeps Vitality in this fight. In fact, he gives them the edge. 35 seconds. Ball moving in.
Yeah, well, you got the flank coming from Flames, and that's been punishing you all half long.
Falcons going for the finish. Trying to end this map now. Flames comes in. Flank successful. It's Tessus, the unlikely hero. The 1v3. Headshots clean. Has he got another? No. Vitality extend play.
Alive a little bit longer again. That drop down from Flames
Extend
so
play?
fast to wrap around through canals in towards Khan. They haven't been able to read that. They haven't been able to get the timing of it. And Zywoo just cleaning that 1 kills off.
11th round
for giving the resources. The player count needed to cover this. With a lovely shot from Flames on a Monesi.
But you've got so much money if you're Falcons. The purchase is coming through.
You got so much money, but not a whole lot of time. 1 round remaining.
Nice, I love the Let's keep having patience. If we get first kill, let's keep being slowed down, listen to Fenn's call, okay? Let's play as a team, no hero plays this round, okay? Or let's just lead the guys. Okay, full focus. Yeah.
Zana called for them to play within themselves, play within the team. After that first kill, don't try and do anything crazy. Keep the pacing in check.
One chance.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up. It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Really, nigga?
Little bit of a pump fake.
I got it.
Defense in place for Vitality. The off brings out. I think that might force Falcons
यो boom
away
हटाइदिउँ
from this idea.
जुन हटाउँदा नि हुन्छ
कुन हटाउने हो सबै ठिकै ठिकै छ
They start to pull away. Kerrigan has been able to maneuver this squad and find the answers throughout this T side.
Really, nigga?
They're putting a lot of this on
Really, nigga,
Kyusuke's
hटाइदिउँ
hands.
है
They're more than happy to let him challenge over and Khan. They're saying when this smoke fades, look for your play. He got an opening kill for you earlier from this position.
And if he can get it, they're ready to pounce. The forces of Falcons arriving outside of this B-bomb site. Here's the aggression. Vitality goal! Kyusuke the killer! Apex and Messi both gone now. Zywoo stepping forward, trying to be the defense. Misses the shot. Zywoo's gone.
Oh, जीते Bye.
Backstage. Millions and millions of dollars spent for one purpose. But now they've got magic. They take the opening round of the quarterfinal.
Every single round needed in this clash of
एड गर्न मिलेको मजा आउँथ्यो अर्को एउटा यो छ
in regulation. We'll be diving into those T-sides in just a moment, but let's just bask in the glory, Yanko, of what Kiyosuke was able to pull off in those final moments.
Finally having his moment
Hey,
on the
online
big
में
stage.
सोने जा रहे हैं।
That was the big difference since the addition of
सोने जा रहे हैं
Carrigan.
कि
His
online
level
हो?
in these playoff games
क्या
has been
करना
what you
है?
would
बैठना तो
expect
बैठते हैं
from a
सारे,
player
नहीं तो
as
जाते
talented as he
पहले
is. You
देखूंगा
can see
फिर
the
मैच।
freedom he is playing with, and yes,
देखेंगे।
this final round was absolutely
देखना
unbelievable.
तो है।
I just love the fact that he's going for it, you know, that he's not shying away from it. You kind of understand if he, in his current condition, with the group stage that he had, with the fact that it's 12-11, would play it a bit more passive or would expose himself a little bit less to the danger of being in connector, you know, exposed to the duels. But Kyusuke, he's going for it. He's never been afraid of steering away from that responsibility. And I guess the difference since Carrigan came in is he's actually delivering more often than not.
And the depth of the kills that he's got in this map specifically is that he's not only going for the plays, but he's punishing the plays that are coming at him. The last round, clear example of that. He's just holding at the perfect moment, and even if something doesn't go their way, Monis is always close by to trade. So there's like a vast difference in Kiyosuke that, yes, he's a playmaker, but he's also capable of holding on his own.
That's the thing, you've got to be able to trust your own intuition, trust that killer instinct, which is much easier said than done on a stage like this, right?
Yeah, and having 4 kills
मेरे दूसरा
in the
clip
first
था highlight
round
में
of
पढ़ा
the
चुके
game
हैं
does help. I think that was a big moment for him. You could see how hyped the team was and Carrigan was for him. But yeah, I want to know how many kills did Carrigan have on this map? People out there. But you can see in that second half, it's just a different team. How many times do you see Falcons before in games? They're up 4-0, 5-0. They start losing rounds.
जो पनि
You
हाल्नु
know, they
तर ठाउँमै
give
भएन
up
यार
that
हटाउने
lead
यो
and then
कुनै
they
पनि
just fall flat.
एउटा त्यो हटाइदिनु फायर इन द होल हटाइदियो
Despite losing pistol
Fire in the
and
hole
falling
हटाइदियो।
behind,
त्यो
there
म्याच
was
नै
none of
रन्डेको
that.
छोरो
Like,
हाल्न
they still had believed that they could come this game. That's what Carrigan has brought to the Falcons.
Arms end, you know, he called a great T-side. He also stepped up individually on the T-side. I can tell you, had 4 kills in the first half. Didn't do much. He was also targeted a lot by Vitality. I personally think he was a big part of the reason as why Vitality got back into the game as well, because he is a bit of a liability on the CT side. But I think you summarized it pretty well.
ए भिडियो रहेछ यार त्यही भएर मा साला
यो सुत्न देऊ भन्ने कि त्यो बजाइवाला
I
थियो
think he is. There's no
त्यो
steering
सुत्न
away
देऊ
from the fact that he's going to be a bit of a He's been throughout the entirety of the tournament. Saying anything else would be lying straight out, you know, after watching
यो
the games.
भिडियो रहेछ त्यही भएर अपलोड भइरहेको थिएन यार हेर न यो हार्नेवाला छ
Let's dive into some examples of that then. We've got round 18 up first, part of that 6-round T-side streak.
Yeah, I think this was the most important round for Falcons. It's the reset round after you win the first one on your T side, and you can see how they're putting pressure towards A. We saw this in the pre-game too in the examples, right? Nico
video
trying to draw
11
some
second
utility.
video.
There was a lot of reactions from Vitality. You know, they were having this setup on mid. We saw the opening setups on mid, but then the late round. You can see Monacy expanding all of his utility. Carrigan is already outside B, and the rest are going up water. And 3 Vitality players on A. This could have gotten dangerous with Zybo getting
convert
the
हान्नु
kill, but
पर्छ यार
Carrigan on that lurk goes
MP3
to the
converter
smoke.
सर्च गरेर
They
अनि
trade the
हाल्दै
second
एकैछिन
player as
भइहाल्छ
well, and they
फेरि यहाँ
get
के चेन्ज
into a
गर्ने
3v3
हो
scenario
त्यही
with
त।
closing out the round, and this was just so important.
एउटा अर्को पनि थियो त यार माका
To win the
बस्दा
round, first
आग
and
भन्ने
foremost, but also the manner in which they won it, being composed, not just finishing the round how they initially intended, but throwing that fake, and there was a lot of that going on in the second half.
We've had multiple slow, draggy rounds on the T side, both from Vitality and from Falcons. They are not like a shot callers, like they're gonna just pick a strat and they're gonna do it from the spawn, but they are defaulting, they're gathering information, they're making educated guesses throughout that whole T side. Both Apex and Kerrigan were doing it very well. You said that this was probably your favorite or most important round of the game. For me, it was definitely round 20, and I can dive right into that. That Falcons basically were in a position where they had to dig themselves out of the deep trouble because of losing this Zybu Monacy head-to-head duel. Zybu was just there like a second earlier, and they have to go back and rethink the whole approach of the round. Like, this is with Kicksan, like, how many times are they going to do this? Like, they're going as a snowball towards middle, and they craft the round as it kind of is presented to them. They theory craft the B-split, they try to go into the CT spawn, but here Kerrigan gets actually dinked ridiculously by Mezzi. Decide to fall back immediately, go back to that A hit, which is, by the way, pretty much free. Robs is there by himself, and that is another great call. Yes, timing here plays in the favor of Falcons, but what a beautiful call and fallback to recover the round where, honestly, Vitality could get away with this map right there and then.
Yeah, that dink was a blessing in disguise for Falcons. They might have just gone into... players have pistols. So will the rifle play first? Will the pistol try something, or how will they stack? And yeah, they dodged the bullet there, Falcons, for sure.
Speaking of dodging, I feel like they dodged Saivu for the vast majority of that T side as well. We saw a couple of times where the bomb was played outside of the bomb side towards Saivu. Then Kerrigan and one of the teammates would find out, okay, Saivu is in place with the AWP. We're going to change the approach a little bit. He went back to take some mid control. On the side of Vitality. And I will say, whenever we saw Saivu's point of view, especially in the last couple of rounds, it was heavily contested by smokes, heavily contested by flashes, heavily contested by molotovs. And that's the number one thing you want to do when you're playing Saivu. You want to give him the easy kills that you know he's going to hit 10 times. So they made the game tougher. And as a result,
it was a very good point. They made that very
the rest of Vitality.
एक गांड पे रैप्टा मारा ना सड़क पे हकता फिरेगा.
It was at this moment that he knew.
ये कौन सा है
moves, but your moves aren't really being fruitful in terms of finding kills or taking significant map control. And then in the last 20 to 30 seconds, you're just getting outplayed a little bit, right? Like with the rotations, you know, that second to last round, you're getting into an MTB bomb site as well. So that's going to maybe linger a little bit in the heads of the Vitality.
Speaking of the last moments of this particular map, let's dive into round 24 and see what was in this one as well. Great showing from him.
Yeah, a fantastic showing. As I said, the fact that he's going for this play, the fact that he's not getting scared away by the grenade, by the fact that it's 12 to 11, you'd see a lot of players maybe take a little step back, maybe not fully committing into this position, but as Stuko said as well, you have Manisi next to you, and he's punishing the progressive play coming in from Vitality. This was them trying to punish Falcons. This was them trying to take charge of the round, and Kyusuke with a fantastic gets 2 kills, makes the round almost unlosable, and then he finishes off with the last kill as well. I love to see it from Kyusuke. He's a main talking point naturally for Falcons, because I feel like that's the one player was not necessarily missing, but we expected a little bit more. But if he's playing like this in the playoff, that unlocks a complete new version and a new level of Falcons, where Kerrigan is maybe willing to say that they're not playing at 60%, but more so 70%.
Honestly, even Kyosuke playing at this level, I don't think he can make a difference for what's coming, right? This was still Falcons' pick, right? It went the distance, they were able to close it out, but on Inferno, it feels like a massive mismatch, right? Everyone who doesn't permaban the map has been, you know, targeting Falcons on it, and the main reason is the bomb site, right, and banana control is really shoddy, and they really struggle to have a way to take
Why is that such an issue? What have you seen evident about that setup just not working?
Just not being really necessarily on the same page, right, with Kerrigan and Kyosuke. Also, Kyosuke hasn't had the best of games, but you then feel this sort of pressure to lean over there if you're Nico, to open there if you're Monesi, right? And all of a sudden, the weakness comes on the other side of the map. So the one thing that was keeping them alive in some of these games has been Nico with some ridiculous rounds, but you can't. That's not something you can rely on to happen here against Vitality.
Do you want a theory craft, perhaps, how to bend-aid this fix on B-side Inferno? Like, what are we going to see from Falcons that is needed to
this is a 2K, 3K, last max.
I'm more interested in what we're going to see from
Facebook पे access है कोई रहा नहीं, उसके के मेरे lawyer delete आंदे थे, Facebook पे access है ना मतलब यार आप.
I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to just win around on A early on Inferno just to make it look like, I'm not going to do the same thing, but I think a lot of important rounds, that's where he's going to want to end. And for Falcons,
मेरे को 1.8 के में थके और के सर bro advance job वाला.
Yeah, right. Whether that's going to be some, I don't like blind gambles, even though it's Inferno, but lean an extra player towards B and then go and make a play. Right, throw numbers at the problem, because if they just want to play default here, I think Vitality has their number all day long.
I think it goes without saying that this B bomb side has been a little bit of a liability, and I think the best defense in this occasion is an offense. I agree with you. You know, maybe cheat an extra player over there, fight for banana control as well. Maybe Kerrigan, yes, from an individual point of view, is not going to win too many head-to-head duels, but he can find himself in a position where he's going to set up Nico, set up Monsi, and set up other players on banana to make it a little bit easier for him later into the round to maybe get the kills needed for his shot.
I would say with the game Kyosuke is having, just let him loose. You know, unleash him, especially if you can win pistol and convert. Like early on, just send him out. Like be aggressive, because if you can win rounds early by doing that, now there's so much pressure on Vitality, right? Because that's what you're counting on. That's the big weakness for Falcons on this map. And if you can somehow turn it into a strength, then Vitality can really be in trouble.
Well, we heard obviously from Carrigan earlier saying maybe they're playing at 60%, 70%, maybe if they're lucky. Obviously, that's admittedly adapted a little bit after that first map of Anubis, but I'm curious as to where you're Vitality right now. Yeah, what level was it at that first map for you?
I think it wasn't their A game, but I can't see they necessarily played bad, right? They turtled up and went into their shell, a little bit being outplayed. Maybe their players needed a bit more poise, you know, in some of these moments, not to over-rotate, but there's things like forced errors and unforced errors, and I think the errors Vitality was making were forced by the good play from Falcons.
कुनै अरु रिल पनि हाल्दो रहेछ तर रिलेटेड चाहिँ CS2 मै गर्न मिलाएर हाल्दो
big
रहेछ
thing for Falcons, and the way they did it was extremely disruptive. They didn't let Vitality play whatever they wanted to do, whatever call, whatever default it was, and we've actually had a couple of insights from Extaz in the timeouts, like, guys, just drag the rounds longer, like, we are going to be okay in the times if it's like 30 seconds left, and that's exactly what happened, why they actually came back into 6-6 half.
I don't want to make assumptions here, but it still sounds like we're favoring Vitality moving into Inferno.
I think everything we know, you know, in terms of history on Inferno, Falcons in the group states as well,
एउटा मात्र भिडियो गर्छ 14 point something के
towards Vitality, but I like to say, and
14.9 के यो अप वाला के त्यो
टपिक, and I do think there's a realistic world where Falcons can do damage to Vitality. I remember you and I covering the Budapest Major as well.
सही हाने के मैले कसरी हाने
You weren't there for some reason, I'm sorry. You should have been. But it was one of those scenarios where the track record for Falcons coming into the tournament on Inferno was horrible. Then they beat Furia all of a sudden on Inferno. And then they lost to a team, you know, I can't even remember the name to. And then the next game they beat another team that was world class on the map. So they've been vastly inconsistent on Inferno, and all I'm saying is
one के चाहिँ generally कटिराकै हुन्छ कुनै कुनैमा फेरि 200 100 आइदिन्छ
quantities we move on to this round of Inferno, but when you got Carrigan at the helm on the stage, anything can happen. Falcons 1-0 up. Let's see if they can take this.
अझै कुनै कुनै बेला बडी भएको चाहिँ नचल्ने रहेछ के तर जुन मेरो भिडियो चलाएछ याद गरेर 5 वटा भन्दा बढी गएको छैन ह्याशट्याग यो 1.5 को 1 2 3 4 अनि 5 वटा ठ्याक्कै 5 वटा जान्छ के
त्यो पनि अब भ्युजहरु पनि यात्री डिपेन्ड गर्दो रहेछ कि लाइक्सहरु
अहिले उयो गर न आर्यन केल्भिन हाल्न न बाइक चान्स आइहाल्छ के लाने अहिले हेरेको यार 200 जनाको कन्टेन्ट है आर्यन केल्भिन हालेको अनि म त ल हेरम चेक गरम भनेर उनीहरुले भिडियो बनाइरहेछ साच्चै कति भाइरल हुन्छ भनेर नर्मल उनीहरुको भिडियो नै 5k 10k 15k धेरै धेरै गयो भने 30k जतिका होला त्यसले आर्यन केल्भिन हालेको मिलियनमा थियो भने भिडियो अच्छा हैन अहिले खुब चम्किरा छ त्यो हैन 35 वटा भ्युज आउँछ नि
Counter-Strike 2
100 million
available now on shop.esl.com.
यो बिग्रेको कारण चाहिँ हाम्रो कन्टेन्ट किन हो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ हामीले सबै यो आफै फलो गर्न लाग्यो जबरजस्ती या कसैको फोन लिएर कहिले यताउति त्यसो गरेछ छैन साथीहरुबाट यताबाट उताबाट अनि त्यहाँबाट भ्युज आएन के उनीहरुले त हेर्दैन नि त भिडियोस खासै रिलेटेडै गएन अनि एल्गोरिदमले यिनीहरुलाई पठाउने भन्छ अनि यिनीहरुको थ्रु यिनीहरुले हेर्ने भिडियो चाहिँ अरु कोले हेर्दै रहेछ भनेर जान्छ त्यस्तोलाई जान्छ के अनि रिलेटेड नगएर हो के मेन चाहिँ मैले बुझे हुन्छ
just around the corner. Alex has a plan.
No more lifeless geometry. No more sterile sculptures.
A plan to make history.
The future of esports accolades.
Now,
strap in, team.
It's a race against time.
Mission Control, this is Machine 1. We missed the window. We missed the major. It's leaking again.
And with history on the line, the stakes have never been higher.
Oi! Get a move on!
More action.
Please proceed on foot. That means run.
More excitement.
Huh?
Look at me.
धेरै भयो त टाइम त
Engines engaged.
10 मिनेटमा
लाइभमै छ 10 मिनेटमै त भयो अब यो एउटा यो सायद एड पछि आउँछ कि लाइभै छ त
This is it.
And get ready for the ultimate delivery.
This is our history. Embarrassing.
साथी हो गएन भने जिन्दगी भर
ए रन्डिक सर माथि सुत्न देऊ सुत्न लाएर माथि
मारा भोसड़ा
एरो किधर गया तू? सो गया क्या?
गया था। नहीं कोल्ड ड्रिंक में गया था।
हाँ तेरे
आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ आ रही है।
मैं कोल्ड ड्रिंक नीचे लेने गया था।
क्या लेने गया था?
लेकिन ऑर्डर करने गया था।
खाने के लिए कुछ ऑर्डर करने गया था? हाँ क्या ऑर्डर लेने गया?
नहीं खाना का ऑर्डर किया और नीचे कोल्ड ड्रिंक लेने गया था तो तुमको।
ओहो अभी तक दुकान खुली रहती है वहाँ पे?
स्विगी में खाना मिलता है और कोक के लिए तो घर पे ही था।
अच्छा जान पहचान में घर वाले से ही ले लिया क्या?
अरे नहीं नीचे मेरे घर पे ही कोक था तो
ओ अपने घर पे ही फ्रिज में कोक लेने गया होगा
और खाना ऑर्डर किया।
ओ मैं बोला था 2:30 बजे रात को कौन कोक दे रहा है आकाश को?
हाँ देते हैं ना इंस्टामार्ट पे मंगवाए तो मिल जाएगा उसपे।
हाँ वो तो मिल जाएगा पर यहाँ भी मिलता है पर वही है खाने के लिए कुछ अच्छा नहीं होता रात को यार। मैं ट्राई किया 2-3 बार इस टाइम पे तो कुछ मिलेगा ही नहीं गारंटेड है।
यहाँ पे तो बहुत पूरी रात सूरत वैसे भी फेमस खाने के लिए पूरे इंडिया में
नहीं मतलब ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर के हिसाब से अभी नहीं मिलेगा पर अगर हम लोग यहाँ पे जैसे मतलब आप लोग का तो पता नहीं पर अभी जैसे हम लोग का यहाँ पे थमेल एरिया बोलते हैं जैसे क्लब एरिया है तो उधर जाओगे तो बहुत कुछ मिलता है जैसे रोल्स हो गए या मतलब कुछ भी खाने पीने का
रात को तो मिलता है भाई।
जो स्ट्रीट फूड है वो मिल जाएगा ऑर्डर भी कर सकते हैं।
थमेल तो भाई रात को जागता है भाई रात में।
यहाँ का जीबी रोड है वो।
इसका आवाज म्यूट किया है ना मैच का 20 सेकंड में स्टार्ट होगा।
हाँ म्यूट किया आया
चलो आगे
We have been given one of the most difficult major playoff brackets imaginable. Falcons have taken the first map though versus Vitality. An opportunity opens for them to take down their toughest opponent in the first round.
वो मजा है ना मैंने आते सबसे पहले सब चेक किया क्या कहते हैं
Falcons. Vitality hope they will be able to deliver some
कल
punishment.
पता नहीं किसी और पता नहीं बट मेरे से वीडियो
But now this has to be their chance. Vitality or pursuit.
क्या बोला? नहीं दिया स्टार्ट हो गया
No one can ever think of going that everyone else has to merely dream of. Falcons could put an end to that now, to stop them, to stop their chances of and open up an opportunity of their own to move on and lift the major trophy. It's only the quarterfinals, but Cologne is delivering already. Vitality versus Falcons continues here on Inferno, and it's time to get into the action.
क्या लगता है इसमें कौन जीतेगा?
And all eyes on this map center in on Nico for Falcons on this defense.
Hoping कि Falcons जीते पर अब पता नहीं.
By far the best player for Falcons, and he's going to have to be absolutely everywhere on this map. Tessa's going for an early little information play. He's not really much, nothing at all over an alt mid.
अगर आज Falcons जीत जाएगा तो Spirit Finals में जाएगा देखना.
Flames in alt mid, Mezzi and Apex starting to flirt over with Banana. Where Nico plays alone with no utility. A retake set up at this B bomb site, trusting in that USP. And Falcons want to make sure Vitality take brackets if they step towards the A bomb site, they're stacked up and ready. The earlier stages of the competition, hero performances on this very map from Nico was still not enough. Some of the times for Falcons to get the win on this map.
हाँ यार 9G से हार गया bro.
इतना गंदा हारा ना वो भी.
Plenty of players ready. Falcons, if that is to be the case, but the bomb starts to drop back, and so do the rest of the Vitality players.
Yeah, they don't sense any defense whatsoever, and actually Falcons now shifting away because they don't sense an attack, and Kerrigan's going to start getting his hustle over to the B bomb site, but he's going to be late. And there's no flashes to activate Nico whatsoever. He'll be stuck behind smoke. He's going to cross his fingers and hope he can land a headshot through this smoke. Blind shooting with the USP.
That's got to be Nico on his own, tapping through. Kerrigan's got another one. The start is strong. Zaiwu at least getting a kill back here for Vitality, but he's out of commission. Trying to put that bomb down. It's planted. And so a 3v4, a retake required from Falcons as the other two rotate over through spawn.
Yeah, going to be very, very difficult for Vitality to hold on to this. So there's no flashbangs, there's no kid in play for Falcons. It's going to have to be quick.
Coming in from CT and Ruins. No one from Banana. Zaiwu's head checked first. Kiyosuke gonna go down. Apex reveal. Robs does what he can, but it's all Apex. Up from Dark, shrouded in it, but Monesi's got the headshot. Falcons have the pistol, and the retake is delivered.
A team ace for Falcons. Everybody gets one. Absolutely love to see that. And you gotta be loving the initiative of someone like Kiyosuke leading the shoulder on that retake. The first one to step in and grab a headshot. And he's playing that exact same way we saw on Anubis. And now with that sequence, with that map beneath his belt, with the performance that he had, that confidence can skyrocket. And he's going to need it throughout this half. We saw the way him and Kerrigan were targeted on Anubis. When they're defending this B-bomb site together on Inferno, you have to imagine that's going to be in the game plan of Vitality to come check that out. Come see what they've got in this map. Come see if they can actually hold you back. 1-0 for Falcons.
Well, they got a bomb plant, so Vitality can buy up. It's going to be an 8K for Zaiwu. Flames Galil in sight. Good amount of damage towards Zaiwu and Messi. Grenades continue to fly.
You can handle losing the pistol if you're Vitality. The conversation between maps would have been, we can't get buried in that 0-5 hole. As you mentioned, they didn't play their best game, but still so close. And they got to be looking at that start and saying, if we didn't start slow, more of a fight.
Messi sent forward by fire. Kerrigan and Kiyosuke able to stand strong for the time being and force away Vitality. And it feels like those first two kills are enough to win this round. It would take something ridiculous.
Nice.
AK to get them back into this.
Yeah, bombs dropped all the way back at the base of T-Ramp, but there's no reason even to think about it right now if you're Vitality.
I'm hoping this 2.0.
Now dismal health, and that's the... Both him and Robs have taken damage, and Monesi handles both. Swipes them away with the M4. And a second round coming through from Falcons.
Not bad to battle your way back into the B-bomb site, though, from Vitality to at least get that bomb plant. Well-constructed defense from Falcons with three players there. Double kill from Kiyosuke. Great work as they come through the Molotov. Just a lovely piece of utility to force the hand of Vitality, to force them to step forward before they're ready for the attack. Another plants. Another decision for Vitality to invest into this round. Coming back with a vengeance. AK in the hands of Zaiwu. Tech 9s on Apex and Flames.
Oh, nice nade.
And an MP7 on Messi. And you got to do economic damage if you're going to bring out this kind of a buy. You need to chip away and get a good amount of kills, and they're going to try and surprise this extra investment.
टाइमिंग देख के बजाते हैं एकदम मजा आएगा.
I think if you're Falcons, you know exactly where they're going to test too. You mentioned the game plan of Vitality to test this B-bomb site. Well, if you're Falcons, you know that. Few extra nades sent down a banana early goes a long way to soften up Apex, bring Messi down to 67 HP.
Flames beyond the half wall. Some space at least taken here for Vitality. Nade's going to be tossed out. Pressure put towards Kiyosuke. Grenade lands on top of him. Still got enough health to happily play. But Kerrigan
गया Falcons के हाथ से ये गया.
पकड़ा गया. Bomb leaps in. Vitality through once again to his B site.
Yeah, now that you got utility for the retake.
अगर रिसीव करने का सोच रहे तो पता नहीं तो जीत सकते हैं भाई. एक लो है दो और दोनों बेस्ट जिंदा है.
Monesi's got to kill right back. Things stabilize again. They pause in the action as they wait for Testes to rotate over. He's got the supportive utility. Send your
बोल दियो ये गया. ये लोग बहुत ऐसा खेलते हैं ना क्या बोलूं.
Spots out his target, can't take him. Time ticking, fuse thinning.
ये नहीं मारता है यार. जबकि वो 90 कितना था तो उसका 1-2.
Vitality break through.
Lovely double kill from Zywoo, getting aggressive, stepping into the retake as soon as the utility reigns in. An unexpected fight, and that force-up from Vitality pans out very, very well. We're gonna have one on the reverse angle also. Kyosuke couldn't find any kind of a fight through that smoke. A scrappy battle on this retake decided by Zywoo's double. A little bit quiet on that first map with Zywoo. Impacts from him here on Inferno is going to go a long way for Vitality.
Monacy over the boost, light shot onto Zywoo.
Close.
Decent start to the round here for Falcons.
An absolutely brutal utility damage again.
ऐसे का है ना बेवकूफ का
Fantastic response.
फिर स्मोक से फ्री फायर क्या बंदा ड्रोन फायर करता था 2-3 तो हाथ में आते ब्रो
Gets into the smoke. Carrigan. Oh, you crazy guy. Walks right towards Messi. And that AK is going to handle it.
That's a bit much. Hard thing now is you're also concerned about the ult from Monacy that he's invested in. I think at this point, if you're Monacy and you're tested, you might just want to slide over to the B bomb site, join up with Nico, and just save if they don't attack into this site. That play from Carrigan means they have to prioritize keeping the AWP in the field of play.
So it's got to be Nico again. Rotation is arriving.
Oh, that's an ugly smoke. There's a gap in that.
And an ugly weapon, but low HP. Zywoo up first, and still it does not matter. Zywoo's got the second. Monacy dead. No chance for that sniper to make the difference.
Unforced error.
स्मोक के बाद निको ने सोचा होगा
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Like that, Zywoo is going to punish. Vitality tie
ये
up the
सब कर
game
सकता है भाई
2-2.
कुछ
More importantly, money's gone for Falcons.
निको को नहीं क्या बोलते जायवू को नहीं मार पाया यार निको यार इतना नहीं
turnaround if you're Falcons. To have a round slip away like that, you feel like in this round you didn't even really get a chance to fight. Good kill from Tessus, but you're never going to have a chance to actually contest this round, and you won't even get away. Triple kill from Zywoo. Is this the map he takes over? He's activated them to respond immediately with 2 straight.
9 and 3 start for Zywoo, all coming out. It's going to be unrivaled on the other side. There's not going to be a bye for Falcons coming up in this next one. Vitality going to take the lead here.
दो राउंड आगे होने का कुछ फायदा हुआ अब खुद ही पिस्तौल में आ गए
The longer you hit it, the more it is inevitably going to break. And that game plan keeps up. Vitality move into this round. Just keeping themselves alert. There could be some threats thrown in. Falcons are hoping it's going to be this apartments trap that pays off for them. The only player in there is Robs.
फ्लेम्स को मुर्गा बना रहे
Waiting in the bedroom.
फ्लेम्स को बेट कर रहे हैं
The rest of his team move up through Banana.
Yeah, they know the money situation. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to commit to anything until they activate Flames to move forward and check things out for them. So utility up towards Coffins, Molotov in the back of the bomb site, Mac 10 if they want to step into this B site. Flames is going to lead the way.
What?
Robs at the ready, the AK. Spraying them down, gets 2. That's a better weapon picked up here for Nico. So at least a little steal away in the apartments. Into the site though, Vitality will put that bomb down and confirm themselves the lead of this game.
Yeah, take the lead early on. Well, if Anubis was somewhat of a punish pick from Falcons, same thing here in the favor of Vitality. Looking to bring it to a map that Falcons has struggled on. Even when Nico plays some excellent Counter-Strike, they still have difficulty closing out wins.
Oh, I know we're still a long way away, Jason, but how fantastic would that Dust 2 decider be between these two squads?
Oh, it gets spicy, wouldn't it? And once you get in there and it gets scrappy, starting to get late into the evening here in Cologne, 11 p.m. After the extended G2 Spirit series earlier. Bomb goes off to give Vitality this lead. Nico brings an AK-47 forward. They had the AWP out early on Monacy, but not able to keep it in their favor, so timeout taken because they'll have to fight in this round without the AWP.
Zonic taking the timeout, looking to chime in. Ahead of the playoffs, we were talking to Zonic, learning about how it works inside the Falcons, who's calling what does the structure look like. On the CT side, Nico is the one that organizes the defenses. But he was saying he needs some help. He needs a step up from Monacy. He needs him to contribute and deliver some ideas for the CT side.
We've talked so much about legacy in this series between Apex chasing greatness as an IGL, Kerrigan trying to build upon his greatness as an IGL. Monacy, Nico, all the stars inside the server, Cyril, Rob's Flames.
What is this?
Sonic as a coach as well struggles in this Falcon team as he stepped into the coaching position. A win here, a deep run in these playoffs. I imagine with everything he's done in his career, there's something going to be sweet about this one, considering the adversity he's had to face, the criticism
direct watch कर सकते हैं
levied in his direction. If he can make this project work.
और इसमें क्या होगा मालूम है?
Guns are back.
दोनों में से कोई मतलब हम लोग सारे कोई भी पॉज कर सकते हैं. ट्राई करो तो. पॉज नहीं कर पा रहे तुम लोग. वीडियो और को में आएगा ना. वॉच टुगेदर बनेगा वाला. है ना? भाई टू एक्टिविटी रुक जा दोनों को बुला. अच्छा दोनों ज्वाइन करो. Watch together, watch. Yeah, match.
What a wild sequence. Nobody can hear anything. Flashbangs around the chaos.
पहले highlights में check करो, join करो. आगे okay, done.
And it's Kiyosuke to come in on top somehow. He doesn't even know how. So Rob steps forward, grabs a deep angle in towards the A-bomb site. Hoping to catch a defender snoozing that walks into his line of sight. But what options does Vitality have now? Lost control of Banana. 3 versus 5. And only 38 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, such limited time as Vitality start to gather towards top middle. Zaru in flames, 30 seconds as they arrive now. Waiting for that Rob push out of the... See now on top of the box, flames... There's Kiyosuke's double in Banana. An absolute blinder in this round.
Okay, 3-all.
And that is a round going the way of the Falcons.
Out of a timeout as well. Calling for a little bit of banana.
पहले से better quality भी आ रहा है ना?
Utility damage they're doing, and they wanted to actually get up in their face at that point as well. Try and capitalize on the damage done, but even without the nades landing on top of Vitality players, Kiyosuke just comes out on top of a very weird engagement in Banana.
मिल लेना?
Steps past Apex.
He gets blind when he turns around as well.
Yeah, he doesn't even hear the shots. Like, I mean, Apex isn't turned quite yet. He doesn't realize what's happening in that moment. And it's a little bit too late for him to react, but through the smoke.
Very well.
Just salts in the wound. All back in the hands of Monacy for the CT side. Cyrus still has his. His last 2 rounds very conservative from Vitality towards Banana, not wanting to take that damage early on, which gives Monacy the space to slide into an off angle behind the smoke. So much responsibility on Monacy's shoulders in this round as his teammates shift away to stack up on the other side of the map. The ult must deliver, and it will.
That's free. Messi was burning. He steps into the open, steps into the scope. Oh, that grenade is going to land right on top of Flames as well. 53 HP.
Nice nade.
Not a good start whatsoever from Vitality at this point. Kiyosuke being sent up over the top of the smoke. Doesn't have vision. Not yet anyway. Bullets will clear the cloud, but Zaiwu hits the shot on top.
Okay, what does that force him to do? They want to take that kill and shift away, see if you get the defense to move. You commit here thinking that you soften up the defense. There's still 3 more players here. Due to Monacy's off, they've stacked this up with 4, so even that loss doesn't matter.
Nico right into the open. Scott 1, good response from Flames.
I don't think he ever thought they were committed to that
okay, no problem,
1-1. The space that they were backing away from.
It's the time here for Vitality, such limited time. You've got to try and force Testis out of pit. Carrigan from the site. The Danes looking to deliver together. It's Carrigan first. Rob's dead. 10 seconds. Saiwu out. Kill from Flames into the site. Plant coming in just in the nick of time.
Does Monacy want to come for this retake?
Wow.
You know he wants the ult in his hands. When he turns this corner and sees the smoke, his heart is going to sink. No chance of making this 1v2, so now a decision to make.
He's got some money left in the bank, but the same can't be said for his teammates. They haven't built up as much as they would have liked, but sometimes you need to make the play. Sometimes you need to back yourself.
Need to change gun,
bhai. It's taking on a little bit too far now for Monacy to really, truly do anything.
Yeah, it's too early in the half to go for this and risk the weapon, risk the economy as well. So looking for an exit kill that's never going to come. So Monacy calls it off, backs away. 4th round for Vitality. A late response towards the A-bomb site. They trade their way in and regain the lead.
Yeah, it looks really worrying for Vitality in the final few seconds that having to deal with the player one still in the sight as well.
And so much on Nico's shoulders as well. This one, that mistake.
क्या मतलब भागा भाई किसने आगा कैरिगन ने
Taking options away from himself.
नहीं ये टेसस ने आगा
Tessus as well,
of course
just
कैरिगन भी आगा
exposing himself to the AWP. He's going to be frustrated about that peak.
Yeah, it's a peak he wants back. He knew the time. He knew the pressure, though, I think, forced the move. The situation and the circumstances.
Well, the pressure is only going to continue to pile on. The deeper and deeper into this game we get. Zaiwu spots out m0NESY. The construction of the boost is not good enough.
Yeah, trying to get a little cute in these last couple rounds, Falcons is, and paying for it.
Carrigan under pressure. Kyosuke gone. More pressure now for Carrigan. The rotation for Nico's coming back over. The bomb's still all the way back on T-Stairs. They're going to send the forces back to get it. Tessus tries to push forward, but you know you're going to have to deal with Rops on that lurk. But dealing with him is a whole different problem. And Rops has picked up the kill. So down to 2 players here for Falcons. Should be absolutely no chance for them to do anything.
Rops loves it when he's watching his team get 2 opening kills like that in the banana, because he knows it's going to force the 8 defenders to make a decision if they want to try and find him as a lurk, if they want to try and flank really quickly to bring it back.
Well, he's not moving forward. Rops is still going to maintain that position at the end of the hallway.
Yeah, he's the release valve. Let's see how many players Vitality send into this B bomb site. 4 players are grouped up with 48 seconds. Are they committed, or are they going to kind of scout it out a little bit first with m0NESY taking some spacing?
Oh, missed PC utility, but you know, this is the only chance. The only chance for Falcons to do something with this, but a missed shot from Carrigan. It's got to be Nico. He's gone through the smoke. He's got a second here, Nico. Or they just bail out. They run away. They know, okay, 30 seconds. We've got enough time. We know exactly where he is. Let's get back to that site, and Rops has moved up and taken the position.
Okay, and he sees Rops cross, and now he doesn't want to mess with it whatsoever. So back to the B bomb site. Nico's thinking this whole time, let me try and scavenge this AWP in the back of the site. Zaiwu will let him have it. Bomb goes down, and Vitality's going to get up to 5-3, a 2-round advantage, and they've taken the money away. They've taken away the economy of this Falcons defense. And if they find Nico down the stretch, because if you're Vitality, you know he wants to pick up this up from m0NESY in the late round.
Zaiwu, the hunter. Lies in wait. Nico stepping forward, ever closer to the scope. Nico trying to get away, but Zaiwu denies even that. Money gone for Falcons. Vitality in control.
Up until this point, Falcons has been able to buy and contest and fight back and reinvest in rounds, have a couple saved weapons. Now you're going to have to sit around back with upgraded pistols, and that's it. You're going to have to actually take the momentum away from Vitality. Rip it out of their hands. It's a different task.
एक ग्राउंड पे रैप्टा मारा ना सड़क पे हकता फिरेगा.
So a conversation for the next go round. And how they want to play this with pistols. 5 seconds being invested in. A little bit of utility for Falcons, but a chance for Vitality to I think they call that kind of a boost up for m0NESY because in the previous rounds, Vitality stayed out of banana early on. They were noticing not doing as much utility damage as they were in the first 3-4 rounds of the half, so they wanted to take advantage of that, say, all right, if you're going to come slow-paced, we're going to have this boost up so m0NESY can pick one off, but Vitality changed that pace, catch him off guard. Same with Rops here with the aggressive piece, and now it might force their hands into the B.
Grenades go over the top. It's going to land right down on m0NESY. You need something out of this world from the Deagle of Kyosuke. And the 5-7 of Carrigan. Kyosuke gone. Carrigan's side of the smoke. Vitality staying composed in this situation, but m0NESY's arrived. The AK.
Oh, my bad.
They are.
My bad.
Nico's
My
down
bad.
banana. You can't fall away. You have to stay
Loading,
committed. You either go
Arey
back and
ho
you
ja,
fight
jaldi.
and you get through Nico, or you go into that B bomb site and they're challenging, they're forcing Nico down the stairs.
Well, this is a little bit awkward. How do you want to play this one? Flames has gotten away, and actually it's forced the defense to shift. That means Zaiwu and m0NESY, they've got a 2-on-1, a really easy 2-on-1 against Carrigan's 5-7.
Yeah, Flames is doing so much here. He's taken Nico away. He's pulled the 2 defenders back over to the A site. And Vitality showing their class and how composed they're staying in this situation. It gets weird in banana.
Flames is being as loud as possible. He wants to sell this play towards the A bomb site.
He's on the balcony now. Can Flames get another? m0NESY's AK waits, and he's going to be caught. Flames has even got him. And now they're coming back. Okay, you've got Tesses. You've got one chance. A single chance. Time is limited. He doesn't bite first. Discipline on the trigger. Tesses can't get two.
A real chance in that round for Falcons. Almost pulled it together, but Flames, he found all the openings, found all the ways to get Vitality out of a sticky situation, forces that defense to shift back, forces everyone to lose information on the map, lose the understanding of where Vitality is headed.
Yeah, don't give him even a single chance here. Messi sits down in the pit. Zaiwu hasn't even revealed himself yet, just waits inside of the bomb site. And Messi's the one to step out with the kill. A 6-3 lead for Team Vitality.
And a real sigh of relief for Vitality. That was looking very, very sketchy. m0NESY, this shot is so lovely. I don't think he expected the fight. He's just so fast to it. But nobody else committed, and now m0NESY moving to the other side of the map is trying to do everything with the only rifle. And they were just unsure of the pacing that Flames use, and you can see the frustration now. Falcons feel like they're getting beat all around the map.
Apex taking heavy licks. Exchange of utility in Banana. He is going to force Apex
Give me
back.
most boy
Can't stick
था
around, 19 HP.
Most.
pause कर रहा था.
Sequence and response.
pause वायरस है ना?
गरेको त pause.
Smoke is down.
होइन भने अहिले उ नै छ के भन्छ रे एरो
Has been caught on. So 3 players up through Banana going to challenge this defense again. Karrigan and Kyosuke. No one's rotating yet. The first responder will be m0NESY.
एंड नहीं कर पा रहे ये लोग
Smoke
अच्छे
deployed
से
at the right time.
Falcon
Step through. Shot lands. Flames down to 31.
You're on it solo.
The bomb is coming back. Up through middle it'll go.
Oh, found the
खाली लाइट बढ़ाइरा
He's turned at the right time. Nico wants that one back. He wants that chance.
फुल फ्लिक आने
And look at the pressure it puts on these 2 players.
Time at 15 seconds.
Claustrophobic in the
फुल
sight,
फ्लिक
but
आने
they've
कहाँ
got
पुगे वो
one
लाइव
chance
चले फिर
to
नहीं
put
क्या
it away. m0NESY burning, broken, and Tesses instead, but just enough time to put this bomb down.
Okay, Karrigan's coming on the flank. He's gonna wrap around through middle. Kyosuke's gonna wait for this smoke to fade. You've got to handle this pit position from Apex. No utility, no kits for the 2 CTs.
Apex keeps his head down. Messi and Apex looking to be composed as Kyosuke steps forward, creeping into the crosshair of Apex, but he can't get the kill. Oh, Kyosuke's done it on his own. The star power on display today as Kyosuke has won another round for the Falcons.
Yeah, we've been waiting for these moments for Kyosuke to look like he's putting it together for map after map, series after series, event to event. First 2 times with Karrigan, it started looking better and better. In this quarterfinal series, he's an absolute monster. A lovely shot from Flames to open it up, but what a save. And a dangerous crawl along the wall into the bomb site, handles the awkward peak. Doubles up on that m0NESY. What timing he's found.
Nice.
And what life he's given Falcons. As Vitality called their first time out here on Inferno. Not wanting to let this lead slip away. Right at the tail end of the half. 2 rounds remain in this first half of Inferno.
Sorry.
Round 11. And money in a precarious position for both sides.
You're on Jitin.
Lose this, and this last round is going to be a very difficult one to play without a whole lot of weapons. Zaiwu has his off, and so does m0NESY on the other side.
Grenade towards Kyosuke. Hot hand in this series, in this quarterfinal. Unleashes down Banana. Gets around the corner just in time. Suke really wanting this, Getting both down Banana.
First half time.
And you talk about this site, you say it's a weakness. Kyosuke struggled on Inferno, but right now, he's their greatest strength.
Incredibly impactful double kill to start the round, but Nico and Kerrigan, they're going to set up a stack. Over here towards Sandbags, turn the corner is Apex. He's got one, but Nico's done him better.
Yeah, Nico getting involved this time, and now it's just Robs left alone. A 1 versus 3 for Robs. We've been waiting for a Robs moment. There's the first clean headshot onto Tesses. Blocked out inside of Banana. You know how good he is in these situations.
What is the smoke time? For 3 seconds.
Want to see a Nico wait.
10 सेकंड कितना 7 या 8 सेकंड होता है ना इसमें.
Forward. Oh, okay, a dink. Want to see low, but 18 seconds. Robs can't get to it.
Yeah, I think that dink also sent the message too. Just back away.
10 to 15 seconds.
Checks up with the
10 to
clock when he
15
takes all
seconds
that
है ना.
damages and realize there's no chance for him to scale up Banana. They back off, and it's going to be a loss for Vitality. This AK-47 on Robs is worth its weight. It might be the only rifle they got moving forward. 6-5 as Falcons come back into Inferno. 2 rounds in a row right at the tail end of the half.
I think this game is a perfect example for the Falcons in terms of know your own weaknesses, because they have just bolstered this B bomb site defense to another level today, knowing that Vitality are likely to try and punish towards the weaker of the 2 sites. Kyosuke has delivered some massive moments. You've got Nico waiting on top of the sandbags, and you forced Vitality down to weak weapons going into the last round of this first half.
Oh, look at the attitude out of Nico as well. Pushing down middle, scaling behind this smoke. Nate comes through. A dangerous decision, but it could have huge reward, and he loses the fight.
Yeah, Rob's able to get one through. Kyosuke again, another kill though. It's even numbers thanks to him.
Our thing is, Nico only
ज़्यादा
spotted
हीरो बनने
Robs.
की
There's no
कोशिश करते हैं
indication what's
क्या.
coming. Flames is with them, Zaru following up.
Yeah, 2 for the hallway, but they're not ready. They're not ready at all. Tesses is gonna punish them. Tesses picks up 2. And he's out of that. Drops into the pit. It's now Zaiwu and Mezzi. And we are not seeing that globally dominant version of Vitality today. This is Falcons rising to the occasion. 6-6 in this quarterfinal.
Exactly like the previous round. Sorry, previous map.
Tie हो जाएगा.